Nigel doesn't know anything about American sports.
QB scramble. That's some sort of American frittata?
Download the app or visit pa.unibet.com. Get $500 risk-free and take advantage of the odds before Nigel figures them out. Unibet. Crazy about the odds.
Must be 21 or over to play and physically located in Pennsylvania. Restrictions apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bodega, bodega, bodega. Alpha and Omega. Siamese sailors sell celery sandwiches. Sawing-a-bada serving platter.
Hey, Jamie?
Yes?
Did you want to try reading that line on the script there?
Oh, yeah, let's see. You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, that one?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just not warmed up yet. Shouldn't be long. Detector test.
Bundle your home and auto with Progressive today.
The marmot mangled my mushy pork pancake.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
If you've had a history of atopic eczema for at least 6 months, you may be able to participate in a paid clinical trial at KGL Skin Study Center, now in Newtown Square. KGL is testing an over-the-counter product which may alleviate the symptoms of atopic eczema. If you're 18 years and older with mild to moderate atopic eczema, you can receive compensation up to $375 in prepaid debit cards if selected for the study. Just go to kglskinstudycenter.com. That's kglskinstudycenter.com. Now in Newtown Square.
Hey, it's John Kincaid. Have you heard about College Ave student loans? I've got a daughter going to college next year, and you may too. College Ave is awesome. The website's simple and easy to use. Plus, with their student loan calculator, we've started to estimate our costs now. So my advice, sit down with your high school senior this weekend, and together, log on to collegeave.com. They're the emotional support system to help guide you through the college journey and how to pay for it, from start to finish. It's a simple family process. Go to collegeave.com. Trust me, you'll breathe easier. collegeave.com.
Introducing the next generation of compact digital manifolds from Testo. Best-in-class Bluetooth range and wireless clamps. Easy to use, fast, accurate results. Large graphics, all in one compact, rugged package. Testo digital manifolds are field-ready, fully smart, and fully wireless, just like the top HVAC technicians who use them. For a digital manifold that won't test your patience, visit Testo.com to find a local distributor near you or order online at Testo.com. Testo.
In business, days don't just come and go. Every day counts. Whatever your day brings, with Comcast Business, you'll have the solutions you need to make the most of it. Like the power of the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses, the freedom to control your network from anywhere, and advanced cybersecurity to help protect every device on it. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary. Call for details.
So then I dropped some garlic and croutons on there, and the rest is salad history. I made the best salad ever, people, and now I'm making the best app. The Caesar Sportsbook app got live in-game betting, parlays, and Caesar rewards. Caesar salad ain't got nothing on my app. Nothing.
Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app. Your app is ready, Emperor.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz? Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Go Cuz. How you doing?
Stairs rips one into the night. Stolen by the doctor. Yes, he's got it. Here he comes. Way rock the baby to sleep and slam dunk.
Look, Cuz, don't even try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Happy Thursday to all across the Delaware Valley. Judas, play the freaking song! Yes, Judas! Play it!
Get excited!
I am,
Are you kidding me?
I am. Short-handed or not, no Tobias. Still searching for a lead guard. Wow. Last night, great win last night. Great win. over a good Bull squad. I got to tell you, I like the Tunis. I was listening to Beers with Bob last night with the Tunis, and the Tunis said, I don't feel good about the game. And I kind of agreed with him. I was like, yeah, tough spot. Playing that. Bulls playing off to a good start. You know, you played him in the opener. Tough game. And damn! Look at the box score, man. Big man playing. They're actually playing through the big man. Right? Like, the whole offense is going through the big man. Big man, 18, 9 boards, 7 assists. And the offense flowed through Joel. Curry. Wow, man. Has he just blossomed or what? 22 for Curry. Tease in the starting lineup. Gave you really good 38 strong minutes. Good defense. Chipped in 8 and 4. Corky played well in his 26 minutes. And, of course, Yang. Man, 4 threes, 18 points. What a night. What a night. I tell you. Exciting. Playing that good ball. The way shorthand. Again, that's a good team. It shows you the role players, the team kind of coming together a little bit on a night that was spectacular. Can I just tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Look, you know, I'm a half a nostalgia guy. I love that stuff. I really do. I like all that stuff. I love nostalgia. And quite frankly, that whole story last night with the Spectrum and the unis, and wow, it was fantastic. I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was awesome. It took us back to a time. Those who remember the Spectrum, I want to celebrate the Spectrum today. I really do. It was just so cool, and it was a great vibe of a game. Sixers just do things right. What a night! Nice night, man. And it's funny because that sort of game, I can get in on as a one-off. A one-off meaning there's no real big picture elements to it. It doesn't add a whole lot to the big picture. But as a one-off of a game, just watching a game, and that's what we're, kind of boiled down to a lot where, these are one-offs. Last night was a great one-off, man. It was an enjoyable game. There's going to be 13, now 12 left of those games with the Spectrum unis and the whole thing. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Judas, did you have fun?
Dude, of course I did. That was freaking awesome yesterday. I mean, this team is so much fun to watch. And you're right. I was talking about it last night, Beers with Bob. I didn't feel good about the game going into it. I thought this was one of those nights where you kind of had that emotional win when you lost. Embiid was out because of load management, and Tobias was out because of health and safety protocols because he has COVID. Danny Green goes out, and it was Seth Curry, George Niang, and the rest of the bench that won you that game the other night. And it was emotional because it was against Portland and Damian Lillard. The whole crowd. Listen, I know the players know what's going on, but I'm sure there are some Sixers players that are listening to the "We Want Lillard" chants and going, "Well, this kind of sucks." Like But they're still playing in front of that, and they get the win, and they say that they're probably like, "Wow, this team here is good enough to win." Right? I'm sure that went through their minds when they were in the locker room. I thought last night it was going to be a tough spot for them against a good Bulls team, and they came out and they played the way they did. I know that the Bulls came back late, like teams always seem to do against the Sixers, but they end up getting the win. Joel Embiid, that huge block on DeRozan, that was awesome.
I mean, look, DeRozan was a great pickup for them.
Honestly, dude, I have no idea how he put up 30-plus last night.
37. He had 37 last night.
I have no idea. The guy still can't shoot. Like
Yeah, but you know what he is, though? He's just a mid-range. He's just an old school scorer,
he is,
dude.
And he's
an old school scorer.
I loved him when he was with Toronto, and then he got lost out there in San Antonio. But that squad is pretty well put together.
He doesn't even have a three,
right?
Exactly. He doesn't do that,
which may be good for that squad, right? It kind of it helps out their spacing.
That's a good team. Your boy Vucevic, though, he can't play against
tough night, man.
Against the big man,
Beast.
the M Beast. Oh, the M Beast.
It was awesome yesterday.
Vucevic.
It's been so much fun watching these winter teams so far, the Sixers and the Flyers.
Oh, my God.
The dreck that we dealt with at the end of the Phillies season, and obviously we were reminded 2 nights ago when the Braves win the World Series, and the Eagles season has not been enjoyable. Even in a game where they won 44-6, I didn't have great joy in it. I was just happy that the Eagles were the team beating down the team 44-6 and not getting beat down 44-6. So for the most part, sports have not really been enjoyable recently, but the early starts of the Sixers and Flyers, man, you said it a few weeks ago. When the Flyers won their first game, there was kind of that glimmer of hope of what could be to come for the Flyers this season. Well, the Sixers, with all the mess, with all the drama surrounding Ben Simmons, they look pretty damn good so far, man. And these two winter teams, do I think they're going to win the Stanley Cup and the NBA championship? No, I'm not going crazy just yet. But the fact that I know every single night they have a shot to win and they've been enjoyable to watch, I love it right now, man.
Yeah, I do too. Listen, and we're in a stretch where we're playing a lot of Sixer ball. Like tonight, it's another great sports night, right? Because Sixers back-to-back. Now they're in Detroit. Flyers at Pittsburgh. No Sid. By the way, did you see Jack Eichel? Wow, Buffalo traded him, man. Man, that was I was stunned. I woke up to that news that he goes to Vegas. Vegas is going to be loaded. They get Jack Eichel now?
Stay out west.
Yeah, no, listen, I feel you. I bet you the Flyers land a big fish around the deadline.
Hey, if they keep on playing the way they do now, why not?
I think they land a big fish.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. No, listen, you nailed it. Both these teams are just fun to watch. It helps the week.
I'm having fun watching sports again.
Yes. It gives you something to look forward to on a nightly basis. Right, like last night, I couldn't wait for that game. I couldn't wait for it.
Yeah,
plus the Spectrum thing,
right? But it wasn't just that for me. This is a true test, right? You're playing a team that's on the top of the Eastern Conference right now.
I actually was pessimistic going into the game without Tobias. I go, it's probably a loss. I chalked it up as an L. I did. I mean, I got to keep it real. You said it before the game.
During Beers with Bob, man.
And I agree, dude. I was there. I agreed. I was like, nah, not tonight. So and
then even when Chicago made the run, I was like, yeah, here it is. This sucks.
And they staved it off.
And then Seth Curry.
Those runs,
Seth Curry, another dagger for Seth Curry, man.
Look at that spot. It was a very pivotal run. They cut it to 5, I want to say, in the second quarter. And then, boom. They started, then next thing you know, it was 48-32, right? Balloon back up to 16. Then, of course, end of the third quarter, fourth quarter, runs again. You go, there it is. And they come back and they stave it off. Fun, man. Great stuff. And it's interesting because you got all the Ben stuff swirling. And here, my reaction is, let me ask you this. I thought about Ben last night after the game. And truthfully, what made me think about him was the hucksters outside the Wells Fargo Center last night selling the T-shirts. There were Johnson T-shirts with Ben's face. Listen.
Beautiful dick.
It was a creative T-shirt. And, I got the chuckle. I cannot lie. I got the chuckle. And, all those dudes. I love those dudes at the end of the game selling all kinds of knockoffs and everything else. They're the best. Listen, that's entrepreneurship, baby. Let me throw a T-shirt and put Ben's face on a Johnson. All right. So I was thinking about him. And you know what my thought was? It was one of pity. And you know why? It was, dude, why don't you want to play with this team? Like, if you look at this team, right? Like, if Ben Simmons actually watched the game, I doubt he did. But if he was in, I guess, I don't even know where he is. If he's back on the West Coast or if he's in Jersey or whatever. You see this team? How do you not want to join them?
Yeah, it's a good question.
How do you not want to play with him? Like, there's got to be deep down, and whatever's going on with that dude, deep down, there's got to be some sort of competitive spirit, right? Like, I'm watching my team play ball, and I'm not playing ball. This is what I do. I play ball. Like, I'm dying to find out what's in his head.
Unless he was hoping that the season starts and they play terribly, and then he goes, see? They need me here in Philly.
Dude, I wouldn't put it past him, dude.
What's what I'm saying.
Listen.
And the reason why they're playing so well, he's not ready to play yet.
Listen, you know, we all played some sports at any kind of level, right? And we all knew a kid that was a selfish kid. We all knew that selfish guy. And the selfish kid was the one rooting against the team when either he wasn't on the floor, the field, or he missed a game. You know it. You see through it. You see through it. Oh, you guys won? Like, yeah, you should be happy. What do you mean, oh, you guys won? Like, you missed the game. You should have been happy that we won the game. Like, not, oh, they won without me. He's part of a team. So, I just wonder. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, nobody knows what's going on inside his head. And I just wonder, is there a part of him that looks at the way this team is playing and saying to himself, you know what, I should, we actually, if I bowl out, we could actually be really good and maybe take the next step. Right? Like, maybe take the next step. I mean, I don't know. I just wish that he had some sort of epiphany, right? Like, I believe in the epiphany. That you wake up one day and you realize that, you know what, this is what I need to do. And it's a calling. It's an epiphany. It's the light bulb goes off, whatever, how you want to couch it. I just hope and pray that he has the epiphany and says, you know, if I actually play with these dudes and I actually did the stuff that I should be doing on the floor, we could be damn good. And I want to be damn good. I want to win. Right? Like, your team is good. Most times, like Harden, right? Listen, do I think what Harden did last year with the Rockets, did he go about it the wrong way? Yeah. But to understand, I get it. That age of his career, he's looking to win something. He wants to win. But if you're Simmons, like, what do you really want? Because your team is good. It's not like they're a bad team.
Right, you're not trapped in some tough spot like Damian Lillard, right? Who obviously he's saying
How about
he's got
that
his
news?
10 toes in Portland, but
yeah, but did you see the news about him and going to the LeBron mansion?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, there was like one of these, you know.
There's no more space for him, right? There's no
like
way.
Apparently, LeBron hosted him at the Brentwood mansion, and they discussed, you know, leaving Portland. I don't know how the world Dame could actually, like, the Lakers couldn't get Dame.
No, unless they trade, like, top players.
You know,
like,
who knows?
no
Westbrook and all that stuff. You know, it would be horrible because, like, could they really muscle Portland and trade them Westbrook and a bunch of picks to steal Dame?
And I'll be honest, the league would be, like, fraudulent, and I wouldn't consider being out, but, like,
yeah, I would too. I mean,
look at
I might be out. Like,
really?
Seriously, if the Blazers ever traded Dame to the Lakers in division, I mean, that would be horrible.
Yeah, it'd be so dumb.
Horrible. Then you know LeBron's running the league.
Right.
And then you go, well, why do we even watch it? It's LeBron's league. He's rigging everything.
Exactly.
You know? Whole thing's rigged. So, I don't know. I just wonder, if you're Ben, is there a part of you, Chunas, that says, man, if I could, like, they're a good team. Like, that's what, when guys went out, it's because they're a bad team.
Right.
Not because they're a good team.
Yeah, but he wanted out from the very beginning, and it had nothing to do with the team itself. It had to do with himself.
I know.
He wants a different lifestyle, man. He wants to be out west. That's why he's buying $17 million homes out there.
But here's the thing I don't understand. Does it really matter where you play? Does it really matter?
It may for some people.
But why does it really
That's why you always hear the whole Damian Lillard, he wants to go to New York because he wants to be in the Mecca. And then he can spread his brand.
I guess you're right, but I don't know. I mean, I always thought
I forgot Philly was like Minnesota.
Well, right. Well, we're not. And, when I say where you play, I get you don't want to be in an outpost type of franchise, but I'm really talking about, listen, if you want to be in L.A., you got all the time in the world to be in L.A. in the off season. And, does he really, what? I just don't understand why he wants out. I still don't get it. I really don't understand why the dude wants to leave.
I have no idea, man. And until he explains, which who knows if he ever will. I mean, even if he goes to a new team, whenever he gets traded, I'm sure the PR staff will tell the reporters not to ask too many Sixers-related questions. So, I don't know if we're ever going to know. But except for all the reports that came out, and I know you can always say
it just bums me out.
He wasn't the one saying them. However, he's not the one that's turning anything down.
I don't know. It just bums me out because, again,
I would imagine there's something going on.
I look at it and I go, dude, what's your problem, man?
My thing is,
look at this team. If you're watching this team, if there's a part of you that's watching the team, don't you want to be? Is he rooting for his team, or is he rooting for them to lose? So they miss him. But what does that do? Because he doesn't want to come back. I don't even know what's going on.
It's a mystery. It's a mystery. And before the home opener, he had the conversation with his teammates. Remember, he spoke to the team and then told them that he wasn't ready to play. But then Joel Embiid, before the game, does Ben's our brother and we support him. So I imagine he opened up about something to the point where Embiid felt the need to say something in front of a packed Wells Fargo Center for the opening night. But I don't know. I don't know what it is at this point, man. I have no idea. Daryl Morey spoke to Ben yesterday, apparently. I remember Shams was reporting it, that Morey approached Ben yesterday, and they still don't have a timetable.
What's he saying? I just don't understand it. And I applaud this team. They play with heart, this team.
Yeah, they've been fantastic, man. And here's the best part.
You watch these kids play, man.
Well, it's making me forget. It's making me forget about everything.
Listen, I didn't think about them until I saw the T-shirts. Until I saw the T-shirts with the Johnson.
Yes.
And his face on the Johnson. That's when I saw him. Or thought about him. Anyway, lots to get to. Ode to the Spectrum today. I want to do a lot of that. And we got to talk Birds. Monster game on Sunday. It is an Eagles line, and I will tell you, and I don't think this is one of these takes. I don't think it's a take at all. But to me, this game will prove or disprove Sunday against the Lions. This game will do that. It will disprove or prove Sunday's 44-6 win over the Lions. So I cannot wait for it because I think it's a great learning game about this team. All right, lots to get to. 40 days up to 40 pounds. Say it with me. You ready? 40 days up to 40 pounds. That's how much you can lose with NJ Diet, because NJ Diet only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds. Since NJ Diet's a contractually guaranteed money back program, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. NJ Diet's 100% tailored to you by using bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off. 40 days up to 40 pounds can be a real thing. Unlike other weight loss systems, NJ Diet's all natural. No shots, no hormones, no prepackaged foods, no surgery. Offices close by: Princeton, Cherry Hill, King of Prussia, or from home with live online video consultations. Call them now, 855-5NJ-DIET. Go to NJDiet.com. That's NJDiet.com. 40 days, up to 40 pounds. Say it with me, 40 days, up to 40 pounds.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Another impressive win. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Safe Auto Insurance. Safe Auto Insurance offers low down payments and flexible payment options, helping our customers stay on the road for less. Play it safe with Safe Auto. Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO for your fast and free quote today. The Sixers back in action last night. They hosted the Chicago Bulls and won 103-98, still without Tobias Harris, who is out due to COVID-19. They were missing Danny Green as well, but it didn't matter. Sixers impress again and win. Seth Curry, he's been fantastic this season. Your lead scorer last night with 22 points. Lead scorer for the Sixers. Joel Embiid finished with 18 points, 9 rebounds. He also dished out 7 assists. They were able to also stop DeMar DeRozan, who finished with 37 points. Sixers improved to 6-2. Bulls fall to 6-2 in the season. Sixers back in action tonight when they take on the Pistons in Detroit. Flyers also in action tonight. They are taking on the Penguins in Pittsburgh. No Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh. He is out due to COVID-19. That game will be on WMMR. Got a big football day for you, guest-wise. Make sure you tune in today at 12 o'clock. When Charles Davis joins the show, he'll be on the broadcast this weekend for CBS. Derek Gunn joins at 12:40. The Geek helps you with all your fantasy football questions at 1. This update is also brought to you by Safe Auto Insurance. Safe Auto offers Pennsylvania state minimum car insurance for less than 70 cents a day. Visit safeauto.com or call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Play safe, Safe Auto. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Driving, if he slams it, a powerful play to begin the fourth.
Sixers Pistons tonight at 7. Hear all the action right here on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
I ho hate Steven Singer.
That's cute.
So the holidays are coming, and I hate to ask, but I need some ideas.
You can't go wrong with my diamond stud earrings. They are a fantastic gift.
Diamond studs? Sounds expensive.
Get this, our diamond studs grow.
What do I have to do? Water them?
No, I have a lifetime trade-in available on all diamond studs. Get what makes sense for you now, and you could always grow into a larger pair. You get 100% full trade-in.
100%? Gotta be a catch, right?
Nope, you get 100% of what you invested back, and we sell more diamond studs than any other single store in the country. So you can be confident we know what we're doing.
I think I just ran out of reasons to hate you.
Visit IHateStevenSinger.com and check out my Anita Diamond Studs. Experts are always available to help you pick out the perfect pair.
Inside the Birds with Jeff Mosher and Adam Kaplan. Mondays from 6 to 8.
I love watching Boston Scott. He's got great energy. Did you notice the spacing that he got? They never got inside penetration, the Lions. First touchdown, watch Dickerson maul the defensive tackle. He grinded this guy to a pulp. It was pretty impressive. And Lane Johnson, by the way, had a great game.
Inside the Birds is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an authorized sports betting partner of the NBA, has an amazing offer for new customers. Bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game, and if they do, you win $200 in free bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet just $5 once again on any NBA team to win their game and win $200 in free bets. That's code FANATIC at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
As a two-time cancer survivor, I know that when it comes to funding cancer research, every dollar counts. That's why the John Kincaid Show chose the American Association for Cancer Research to be our official charity. If you've been touched by cancer directly or through someone you care about, join us in working to defeat these devastating diseases by making a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today at aacr.org/fanatic. Donations from private citizens like you and me add up to big breakthroughs that saves lives. And I'm living proof. Because thanks to research, more than 16.9 million Americans are cancer survivors today. Let's build that number up. Your donation supports the scientists and doctors that discovered the next breakthrough. So make giving hope to cancer patients and their families part of your routine. Make a monthly donation to AACR's Sustaining Hope Club. Donations in any amount add up, and they show that you care. Visit aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic to donate today, because I'm living proof. Cancer research saves lives.
Sometimes the holidays call for Dunkin'. Enjoy the new Holiday Blend coffee, a warming blend with notes of molasses and dried fruit to spark your spirit and give you that holiday hustle. Because when the season gets busy, we could all use some extra cheer to take on our to-do list. From shopping to hosting and everything in between, sip through the holidays with a $2 medium Holiday Blend coffee at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
Bet Rivers Sportsbook wants you to experience Rush Pay. When you want to cash out your winnings, you don't want to wait 2 days just to get the go-ahead to withdraw your money. That's why Bet Rivers created Rush Pay. With Rush Pay, 80% of withdrawal requests are approved instantly, meaning you'll get your money faster. Why wait? Get your cash when you want it. Bet with a winner. Bet with Bet Rivers Sportsbook at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Can you sweep that, please?
Mina's salon business is growing faster than she can keep up with. She needs a new shop manager before her bookings go out of style.
Curtain bangs and balayage would look so good on you. Just hang on one second. Can you please answer that?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Black Friday starts now at JCPenney. And this Friday through Sunday, shop early and save with thousands of new Black Friday deals while they last. Sparkle everyone's stocking with up to 75% off all fine jewelry. Plus, stock up on Home Expressions bath towels, now only $2.99 each. These deals and many more end Sunday. Happy Black Friday, JCPenney. Offers valid on select items 11/5 to 11/7. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
HVAC contractors and techs. Want to be sure the system you're repairing or installing is running efficiently? Then test it with Testo. Heating, cooling, air quality, electrical, and more. If it can be measured, it should be measured with precision with Testo instrumentation. Testo is a world leader, headquartered right here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. For accurate results, ask for Testo by name. To see Testo's full line of measurement instruments, products, and job site solutions, visit Testo.com. That's Testo.com. Testo. Be sure.
Hey, it's Natalie. It's football season, and don't forget to bet with the best. The Park Sportsbook app, based right here in the Delaware Valley. The Park Sportsbook app is a game changer. They have live in-game betting. New customers can sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Your risk-free bet refunded in-site credit. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use promo code Natalie.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's exciting, it's fun, it's action-packed. It's Parks Casino and the Philadelphia 76ers together, bringing you what you love most, winning. Parks Casino is the proud official local casino partner of the 76ers. Need a great place to watch the games? Come to Parks and enjoy game day in our Liberty Bell Gastropub or awesome beer garden. With over 3,200 slot machines, live tables, bars, dining, and the best live entertainment, Parks Casino is the place to be. It's time to visit Parks Casino. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
10 o'clock hour brought to you by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows. Plus, make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
10 seconds ago, Sixers lead by 4. Here's DeRozan on the drive down the lane, and his dunk is blocked but fouled by Embiid. Boy, the Red Sea parted, or so it appeared, and DeMar DeRozan went up. Embiid blocked the ball cleanly, and Doc Rivers is going to review this.
Embiid! You know, he is just a pleasure and a joy to watch, man. The Embiid taking over. Think about the athletes that you love to watch just play. If you go over the last, do the whole 20-year thing, that you enjoy watching them play. Obviously, Iverson, the Beast when it comes to the Sixers.
Harden. I always enjoyed watching him play.
No, I'm talking about local guys.
Oh, okay.
Harper.
Yeah, Harper,
right.
Howard,
Howard Utley, that core of that team. But there's not a lot of guys, and the Beast is
he's must-watch television.
He really is, man. I still worry about him. Like I remember when B West got dinged. You remember the season? They made a run. Nice run. They beat the Giants. They went to Minnesota. And Brian was the Eagles, like the only offensive threat. They were horrible, right? But somehow the defense was decent. And Westbrook was unbelievable. Like he was he ran the ball. Obviously, he was incredible at running routes. Like he was their whole offense. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Man, and I remember watching and being scared. Like he's got to, we can't lose B West because if he lost B West, season was over.
This is post TO, I would imagine, right?
It was.
Yeah, because
it was
you had
the
nobody,
year.
You had nobody else at that point.
Do you remember who was Stuart Bradley? He was the middle linebacker.
Yes,
it was Go Kong.
Right.
I want to say I'm trying to remember that team. It was that team. It wasn't the Cardinals year,
right? Which was 2008.
Was it? Maybe it was that year. Well, I would just remember being so worried.
Every hit he took.
Because he was the whole team. Right? He was the whole team. Maybe it was that year. Maybe it was 2008. Because remember, they went on that run. They lost to Arizona. Or they beat Arizona. You remember that year? That was the Cincinnati tie.
Yeah, I do. I love the Cincinnati tie. You had that last year, too. That was great.
Yeah, no, I'm just remembering the year. I'm just trying to remember the year. I gotta look it up. It's funny because I started to think about that. But watching Embiid, I feel the same way, which is like, just please stay healthy, right? Like all of his movements, like you track his movements. Dude, how good did those uniforms look?
Oh, they were spectacular. They did such a great job. They hit that out of the park with those Sixers jerseys, man. They were so cool.
Unbelievable, man.
Halliday was one of those players. Every fifth day you had to watch.
Yeah.
Wheeler's becoming that.
Yeah.
Like Wheeler Day was must-watch TV this summer.
I agree. Wow. Toots just sends me a text with the Spectrum. Celebrate the memories. And it's like nighttime. The Spectrum all lit up. Oh, my God. America's Showplace. Welcome to the Spectrum. Yes! It was fabulous last night. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so real quick, and then we're going to open up the phone lines. Dude, Sunday, we have not talked at all much Eagles this week.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
It was a weird week, right? Because, listen, they demolish the Lions. And my take was, God, it's great. Good. It was a good win for Sirianni and Gannon, the coaching staff. It was a good win. They needed it. They needed to be able to catch their breath, right? And it was a good, resounding win. I don't know what it means. We talk about wins for the big picture, right? Wins that mean something going forward, not one-offs. The one-off is like you're watching the game. Like last night for the Sixers, it was probably more one-off than big picture, right? Shows you good. They have a lot of heart. They have some good role players. But it really meant just for one night, it was an enjoyable night.
But I'll say this, in games, in spots, right, we always talk about, it's a bad spot for this team. I thought last night was a bad spot for the Sixers, and they still came away with another win.
I agree. No, I agree. But I'm just talking more like the meaning bit. Like, we know the Sixers are a good team. They have good role players. We also know that whatever they do with that Simmons thing, that whether it's him or the trade or whatever it is, that spot, that roster spot is the difference between a good team and a championship.
Oh, yeah, it's important.
Contender.
Sure.
Right? So I think about the Eagles, and I think, all right, well, Sunday was one of those games for a one-off. It was fun. Now, this Sunday will tell you a lot about this coaching staff. You know, the Eagles are a 1.5 to 2 point underdog against a team that I think is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they've been scuffling a little bit. Herbert was really hot. He's cooled off some. This is just, quite frankly, I'm stunned it's only 2. Stunned. It's the Eagle line all the way. Now, I either think they win the game or get destroyed. And I'm going to count the garbage time fourth quarter, putting up 2 touchdowns as a destroyed.
Yeah.
All right? So either they're going to win the game and really surprise us, or, you know, they're not that good. I don't know. I'm, again, refraining judgment. I told you week to week, analyze. I just think this is a monster week for the biggest game of the Sirianni regime.
Yeah, and my biggest fear, Ant, and I don't think a lot of people talk themselves into thinking that Lions win, the Eagles win over the Lions meant really much. But I think a lot of people did talk themselves into thinking, all right, this is a good sign for the next step for the Eagles. Well, I saw that sign against the Panthers, and then they reverted back to their ways against the Buccaneers. They reverted back against the Raiders. I know they ran the ball in the opening drive and go up 7-0, and then it disappears, and they're down 30-7 before you know it, because of soft coverage, because of bad quarterback play, because of bad offensive game plan. So I can't give them the benefit of the doubt of maybe last week was that good stepping stone, because they showed that against the Panthers and then looked awful 2 straight weeks after that. So my biggest fear is, especially for the people that did talk themselves into thinking that may have been a stepping stone, is that they do revert back to those bad ways this upcoming week against a good offensive team in the Chargers. Like, I'm terrified of that. Like, I'm terrified that we're going to be fuming come Sunday, 7 o'clock.
Fuming? Like, again, I
like,
won't
fire
be.
this guy, fire that. There's going to be a lot of...
Yeah, but I don't think it's changed. Like, if you're going to beat the Chargers, that would mean you're a decent team. Yes. I don't think they're a good team. So, I can't go with this fire this guy, fire that guy. Well,
that's if they win. What I'm saying is if they get destroyed and it's, playing soft coverage.
Would you be shocked if they lost by double digits?
No, I would not be. But what I'm saying is...
Would that be egregious on the coaching staff if they lost by double digits?
Depending on what we see.
I mean...
Do I see Darius Slay 10 yards off the line of scrimmage again when he's been open about wanting to make plays? Is Fletcher Cox going to sound off again after the game about Jonathan Gannon and his scheme, which he did literally just 2 weeks ago, and then you saw them make the adjustment and it all looked good, but it was also against the Detroit Lions.
That's my point. It's,
So it depends on what I see. But I do have that fear because I
guess my point to you is, I don't care if Walsh is coaching the Eagles. I don't think it's I think the Chargers are better.
No, they are, but I need to see an appropriate game plan where I go, all right, at least they went after it. Like, you and I were begging for some pressure against Brady, and he picked them apart. I got into a debate with a caller during the postgame. He wanted to defend Jonathan Gannon a little bit. You shouldn't blitz Brady. Look at his numbers against the blitz. All right, well, come second, third quarter, when you haven't blitzed them all game, and he is still just picking apart your defense with ease, maybe you show him a different look at some point.
Nah, first of all, that's ridiculous. Honestly, what you look at Brady right now, and you look at who the Eagles are, and you look at what's on the other side of the ball. The only way they could be in the game was to blitz Brady.
Right.
You got to gamble.
Because the personnel right now is not good enough.
Right, you got to gamble. I mean, that's, just sitting back and getting death by 1,000 cuts is just a bad idea. The other thing is, against Mahomes, I agree with not blitzing. Herbert is a mobile guy, and he's got a big arm. So he presents a huge problem.
Right, but I don't want to hear another, we didn't give up the 80-yard play. Yeah, John, but you gave up another 12-play, 90-yard drive.
Yeah, dude. I
5 times.
Like, I hear you on that. I guess I'm looking at it more of, I do think there's a disparity in talent here. Like
Big time, yeah.
Big time disparity.
I need to see a coaching game plan where I go, all right, these guys belong. Which
Yeah,
I don't think Jonathan Gannon does right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a 44-6 win over the Lions has not changed my opinion on that. That Lions team is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Well,
they don't belong in the league.
How about this? How about Tooch? Let's get it back to the Sixers.
All right.
How about it? Tooch playing program director. Let's get it back to the Sixers. Let's do that.
Telling you, man, the Eagles taking a back seat. And if the other squad continues.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We got Pens tonight, dude.
I know.
Dude, that's a great game.
I'm sorry. I'm pissed that Crosby's out.
I am too.
I'll be honest with you,
Chuck
man.
was like, the real PD to Chuck was like, good, let him good riddance.
Well, because it's a better chance for you to win.
No, I agree, but I want to beat him.
I like tests.
He just came back. I agree. I agree with you. This whole thing. He just came back. Let's go. I want to play him.
Listen, you want to go? Whoa, Crosby's out of the conference finals, and the Flyers are going up against them. All right, because we're going to the Stanley Cup. But this game, this numbered game, game 10 or 11 this season.
I'm with you.
Come on.
All right, let's hit the phone lines, baby. Greg, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Greg.
Morning, guys. Haven't talked to you in a while.
Oh, what's going on, Greg? You all right? They just released you?
No, I'm good. I just hadn't had a chance to call, but I really enjoyed the Spectrum celebration last night. It brought back fond memories. I was living in Philly in the early 80s when they won the championship, and that was exciting.
Where were you living? I could see you being one of those dudes living off of South Street, partying, right?
Well, I was in a medical residency, so I was in North Philly at Temple.
Oh, my man!
So yeah.
Greg, you're a doctor?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Greg! We never even knew that. All these years, what kind of medicine you practice?
Radiology.
Good for you, Greg. That's awesome.
Well, it was.
No wonder why you bet big.
Well, bet big, lose big. But, it was exciting, the celebration last night. I just remember Doc, every once in a while he'd get out on a breakaway, and he was the only guy that I can remember that would throw the ball out in front of him 3 or 4 steps and run it down, and then just tomahawk over anybody.
Yeah, the tomahawk dunk.
That was why, that was good stuff. But I thought last night was a great team win. Everybody contributed. George Niang, I think, is a surprise to me how well he's doing.
He's shooting the ball well from behind the arc. It is funny because their spacing is so much better. They don't have a point guard, but somehow their spacing is a lot better. And Seth Curry, it's interesting because he's really unlocked something in his game.
Yeah, he just has the energy, and once he gets his shoulders square, he's splashing it. One of the most important things last night, I thought, was Matisse splashing a couple of threes.
Yeah. He played well. Listen, he's a good defender, and look, his offensive game is still a struggle. But man, he played 38 strong minutes for you last night.
Well, hopefully he's got some confidence now. He took the threes in the flow of the game, and if he can start hitting those, that'll be a whole new dimension for his game.
Yeah. Listen, I hear you. We always talk about him. And Greg, great stuff, man. Good to hear from you, buddy. We always talk about his if he could just become a real 3-and-D guy, I mean, that's always going to be, can he do it? I mean, I can only hope, but,
I was worried. A week ago, I remember I said it on the air.
He's not shoot the ball well.
I was like, man, his offensive game hasn't improved a lick. But all of a sudden, the last couple of games, we've been starting to see him hit a couple threes, which is big.
Yeah, he got to get way more consistent.
Of course. But
Before I even go that route, I just thought he played well last night.
He was awful leading up to this week.
Yes. I just thought he played a good game last night. He played well last night. I'm a Tease fan. Like, I like Tease.
No, of course.
He's a rootable dude.
Lovable dude, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really is. Like, I'm a Tease fan. I hope I hope he becomes a true, consistent 3-and-D guy. I know he works on it. I know he works on that shot. He does work on it.
Good to hear from Greg.
Yeah. Chris, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Chris.
Long time no talk, brother.
Hey, what's going on, Chris?
Hey, look, man, it does my heart good to hear the excitement in your voice today talking about the Sixers. And you know what? And I feel the same way.
That's awesome. And I know you're a Spectrum man, too. I know you had to love those unis and the whole thing.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
One thing, before we go on with this conversation, the guy who doesn't want to play here. I can't use his name. I refer to him by his initials, BS, for a number of reasons. But
listen, you've never been a fan. You were proven right, Chris. I mean, I just don't understand it. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know why you would watch it. Like, you look at this team last night play, and how it plays with so much heart and grit, and you go, I'm going to sit out? Like, why?
Well, but here's the thing, though, man. Be careful what you wish for. You're wondering about that. That product you're seeing now, there's a big reason for it. And it's because BS is one of the reasons is BS is not here. He is not here. He is the mush from Bronxdale. I think it was Bronxdale, right?
Yeah. Put him in the bathroom. Yep.
I'll tell you that they are playing with the energy of a college team. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch. I mean, Seth Curry's game being unlocked, one of the reasons is because BS isn't here. Seth gets to do more things. I mean, all these guys that are doing more things. Tease plays 38 minutes last night. All right, yeah, his offensive game I agree with you. It has a ways to go. But you know what? The more minutes he plays, all these minutes that the guy who doesn't want to be here is gives you the open minutes. These are minutes for Tease. These are minutes for Seth.
Yeah.
For Maxey.
My only fear is, and I agree with you, my only fear is, you still got to figure out, before you're a real championship contender, right? Because this team, I'll ask you, I mean, do you think, as is, this team is a potential Final Four team?
I'd say probably not, but you know what? If BS were here, I would say definitely not, because, and look, we've seen it.
Yeah.
With this one, I say probably not because we haven't seen it.
Right.
But with BS here, we've seen it, and you and I have talked about this over the years. Before all this BS came up in the off season, and look, they didn't make it past the second round with him 3 times, and the other time he was quote unquote injured. So I'm ecstatic with this team the way it is now. And if they can land I'm not looking for a star. I'm looking for, well, hey, look, give me Dame.
Right. They got to get a point. You got to get a point on, Chris, good stuff. Thanks, buddy. Oh, man, you got an early zapper. We were just like, it was a good Sixer conversation, dude. You just zapped away. Oh,
in the palm of my hand, man.
Man, that hurt.
I got the power of the world in the palm of my hand.
You do, dude. That was like I put my finger in a socket. Cuz Radio with the Zapper. Zapper Tunis. 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Good win for the Sixers. I'm Andrew Salchunas, the Zapper, right here on 97.5 The Fanatic, and this update is brought to you by PJ Willahans. We're thrilled to welcome PJ Willahans to the Fanatic family. Catch every game at PJ Willahans, where every seat is the best seat in the house. Sixers beat the Bulls last night, 103-98, improving their record to 6-2. Still without Tobias Harris, who's out due to COVID-19. Danny Green missed the game as well. Your starting lineup last night, a different look. Still had Embiid, Maxey, and Curry, but the other two, Matisse Thybulle and Furkan Korkmaz. Seth Curry led the way for the Sixers with 22 points. How about George Niang off the bench? He's still on fire. Hit 4 more threes last night. Finished with 18 points on the night. Embiid had 18 as well. He was 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Sixers back in action tonight. They travel to Detroit to take on the Pistons. That game tips off at 7 o'clock. You can listen live right here on the Fanatic. Also at 7 o'clock on WMMR, you can listen to the Flyers as they take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins will be without Sidney Crosby. He, too, is sidelined due to COVID-19. Eagles getting set for their matchup with the Chargers this Sunday. Big football day, guest-wise, coming your way in the 12 o'clock hour. Starts with Charles Davis. He'll be on the call. He joins Anthony at noon. Derek Gunn joins at 12:40. The Geek helps you with all your fantasy football questions at 1 o'clock. This update is also brought to you by Lowe's. The holidays are already here at Lowe's. Get pre-lit artificial trees starting at $99. Home to any budget, home to any possibility while supplies last. Valid November 4th through the 10th. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Check out Anthony Gargano and the Tunis live this Friday from 10 to 2 with the Fanatics Football Friday tailgate at Name This Restaurant and Sports Bar, 2900 Street Road in Bensalem, across from Parks Casino. This is the ultimate restaurant and sports bar for Philly sports fans with outdoor seating, great food, and plenty of space to watch the game. And you can help name it. Click contests at 975thefanatic.com to help us name this restaurant and sports bar.
You're doing more online than ever before, so shouldn't your internet do more too? That's why you can't rely on just any connection. With Xfinity, you get more than just speed. You get reliable in-home Wi-Fi coverage from the basement to the attic and a more secure Wi-Fi network. You can even save on your internet bill because Xfinity is proud to partner with the Emergency Broadband Benefit Program. That means for a limited time, you could qualify for free internet service. So switch to Xfinity today for speed, savings, and much more. Get started with Xfinity Internet for only $29.99 a month for 2 years with a 1-year agreement, and ask how you can get 2x the speed for the same price. Plus, see how you could qualify for free internet service through the Federal Internet Benefit. Go to Xfinity.com/EBB deals. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Ends 11/21/21. Restrictions apply. New Performance Pro 200 megabits internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here, and it's a halfway point of the football season, and FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, wants you to get the most out of every play. They're giving everyone a $10 risk-free bet every week. Thursday night, it's a great opportunity to give it a try. All you have to do is bet a same-game parlay with 3 legs or more, and if your bet doesn't win, FanDuel will pay you back up to $10. What's a 3-game parlay? It's really simple. You might pick a line, an over-under. You might pick a player and see what his line is as far as rushing yards, touchdowns, first-person touchdown. There's so many different things you can do on FanDuel. Lock in your bet today on FanDuel Sportsbook and get up to $10 back if your bet doesn't win. Sign up with promo code Bob to also receive 30-1 enhanced odds on either team to win between Green Bay and Kansas City. Win $150 on just a $5 bet. That's promo code Bob.
21 plus in present PA. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $10. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Same game parlay available for multiple sports in all states on mobile/web. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer. Yep, that's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. People ask, what does this mean, I hate Steven Singer? Well, most other jewelers love to sell diamond studs that are cheap. They have a name for it. Frozen spit. I'm serious. That's what other jewelers call their own products. Frozen spit. Can you imagine buying a cloudy diamond that's milky color? Oh my. Buy real diamonds from a real jeweler. Steven Singer Jewelers, who backs up every diamond with a real lifetime full trade-in value. The best money-back guarantee in the business. Here's why. Other jewelers hate our beautiful and needed diamond studs because ours are 100% eye flawless and near colorless. Beautiful stuff. They come complete with our 14-karat safety silicone backs, so she never has to worry about losing them or outgrowing them, because our diamonds are such nice quality that we offer everyone a lifetime upgrade. You can trade in your Anita Diamond studs and get exactly what you paid for them. I wish I could trade in my old iPhone and get what I paid. Visit me, the real Steven Singer, at the other corner of 8th and Walnut, or online at IHateStevenSinger.com. One place, one price.
Our warehouses are team settings. Everyone truly has each other's backs. Together, we're serving customers and playing an important part in the economy and communities. Together, we're building great careers and lives. Just ask the many UPS executives who started right here in our warehouses. UPS is hiring warehouse workers near you, starting at up to $24 per hour after bonuses. Shift your team, shift your pay, shift your life. Apply at upsjobs.com/shift. Make the shift. Make a difference.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Pick up the phone, the call is free.
Right now, you're too busy driving around Pennsylvania to talk about insurance. We get it, which is why Safe Auto is available 24/7 to help you save on car insurance whenever you're free. Safe Auto offers state minimum car insurance, flexible payment options, and down payments as low as $21. So you can hit the road for less. Get a quote in under 3 minutes at safeauto.com or call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
Play it safe, Safe Auto.
Oh, according to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free, but you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Shantae, can you sweep that, please?
Mina's salon business is growing faster than she can keep up with. She needs a new shop manager before her bookings go out of style.
Curtain bangs and balayage would look so good on you. Just hang on one second. Can you please answer that?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook, Bet Rivers, is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Meet Brian Bridges. He's the owner of a tattoo shop in Philadelphia. Although Brian is used to getting email requests for tattoos, he was surprised when he saw one from a well-known celebrity in Los Angeles. So he turned to his American Express Business Platinum Card, which lets him earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked through AmexTravel.com. Talk about the sweet life. Built for business by American Express. This story features a fictional character from a fictional business. Terms apply. Learn more at AmericanExpress.com/businessplatinum. Don't do business without it.
Hey, it's Mike Miss here. You know, Philly sports is a big business, and we've got you covered every weekday with the Fanatic's Business of Sports Reports, powered by Pico for Business. For information on how your company can save with Pico's incentives, go to pico.com/business.
Meineke is committed to keeping you and your vehicle safe and on the road. Right now, Meineke is offering a semi-synthetic oil change package for only $29.95 with a free tire rotation and battery check. For tires, brakes, batteries, exhaust systems, and more, Meineke, doing car care right.
This month, Wawa Free Coffee Tuesdays are all about you. That's right, you. Wawa wants to thank you for being you with any size hot or handcrafted iced coffee. All you have to do is sign up for Wawa Rewards. And with a free Wawa coffee in hand on Tuesdays, you can continue to be the most awesome version of you can be. Free Coffee Tuesdays for rewards members. Good mornings start at Wawa. Hot turkey is back at Wawa, along with stuffing, gravy, and cranberry sauce. Sure, you could wait to get these flavors at a traditional holiday dinner, but that's only one meal on one day. And we both know that's not enough. Try the Wawa Gobbler Hoagie, piled high with hot turkey and holiday-inspired ingredients like mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, and garlic aioli. Or try it in a bowl. It's a handheld holiday feast. Gotta have a Wawa.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
11 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. Fun night. Do you, were you ever at the Spectrum?
Yes, but I can't remember if it was ever for a Sixers or Flyers game, but I went for Phantoms games.
Oh, you did? Wow, you saw Frank the Animal?
I sure did.
Come on, man. Frank the Animal's the greatest.
Yeah, 'cause, my dad, like his work always had the Phantoms tickets. So that was always like the nice night out for the four of us.
Oh,
the South
that's
Tunis
cool.
family.
That's awesome.
And I still remember, I feel like every time I went, they played Hershey. Like it was the Hershey Bears? Was that their squad? Like I saw them play the Hershey Bears like 50 times.
That's cool, man.
So no, I loved going Phantoms games, man.
Did you get excited when Frank would fight?
Yeah. Yeah. I remember one time I was scared and my dad said it was okay. Like I was a little kid. I still remember. We were on the we were on the side.
You were close to the
yeah, and there was a fight
glass?
that broke out, and I was like, oh my God, what's happening? My dad's like, oh no, it's okay, it's hockey, and I was just like, yeah, keep on fighting.
Oh really?
I still remember.
You got nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was like, what's happening?
You know what's funny?
That might have been my first hockey game because that's my first memory of being at a hockey game was the fight. And being nervous, and then my dad telling me it was okay because it's a part of the sport.
You know what's so interesting, right? Is eras and times where people grow up, right? And what's acceptable behavior? Like, honestly, if I'm to be really to think about it and take myself out of it, when you see like a fight, like back in the day, man, those like the animal fights.
Yeah.
They were vicious brawls, right? Like, they were just brawls. Like, I remember Sixer fight, like, with Doc and Bird
choking people out.
I mean, like NBA fights were nasty. Like,
old baseball brawls. Now it's just, they all come together, and it's just like the hold me back.
Right.
You're going hold me back, and there's nobody holding you back, but you're still being held back by, like, a ghost.
Right.
Like Danny Green, who's always behind us.
Right.
Like,
right.
Nobody's holding you back, dude. Go ahead, swing.
But you know what's funny is that, like when we were growing up, we were taught like that was acceptable, right? Like, listen, I'm not smart enough to know what's right, what's wrong, right? Like I know certain things are, it shouldn't be done, but like, I'll give you an example. When you were a kid, like when I was a kid, you were taught, if somebody is picking on you, punch him in the face. Right? Like if somebody's picking on your sister, punch him in the face. Like that was it. You're going to get beat up sometimes and you're going to win sometimes.
Right.
But like that was basically, that was it. I remember, it was a rite of passage. Fist fights when you were kids in school, like legit, just make sure it's fair and square.
Right.
And it was like, you're not supposed to, there was etiquette, right? Like you didn't sneak somebody. You didn't, you didn't jump in with somebody else. Like you let two guys go at it. No third man in, like in the NHL. It was these weird, and it was like, well, if people, and the thought was, and these are by adults, because I was a kid, the thought was, well, if they hashed it out fair and square like that.
And you shook hands and you move on.
Right, you shake hands at the end, and then they would say that. Like, I could tell you, like, fights, and the adults were there, and say, now shake hands, now it's over with. But and their rationale was, now, ends.
You got your aggression out.
Right. It ends. Like there's no guns, knives, God forbid. Right? Like that was it. And it like that's what the hockey fight. So we're talking about the spectrum, and fighting was a big part of it. Like obviously, like today, it's a completely, the physical aggression is completely different. And I like listen, civility is always you always want civility, right? So if you can talk stuff out without, kids throwing hands, that's great. Like, that's what you want to do. You have to worry about all kinds of crazy other things today, weapons and that sort of thing. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to tell you, social behaviors, what's if it's good or bad, right? But I do. It is stark, and what you describe is something that's stark behavior. You're going, oh my God, what is that? And I remember, those Phantom games, like Frank Bialowas, who is a dear friend of mine. I love Frankie. Was a tough, to this day, still one of the toughest dudes I ever ran across. That I would put him up. There's probably like 3 guys in my life that I would put him up against. I'd be like, Frankie would be 1, Teddy Krause in South Philly be 2. My cousin Joey had a great punch, right? My dear Vinny Bones, who passed away, was one of the toughest kids I ever ran across. There's a bunch of other kids that they're growing up. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there was that spectrum was almost like this bloodthirsty arena.
Right.
Right? Because you're on there was no sweet level, right? So you were on top of the action.
Right. And it's not just like athletes. Like, dude, I think about it. I don't know if you saw it yet. I watched it probably 2 months ago now, maybe less, the Mouse at the Palace documentary. And, that's never going to happen again. I would imagine, I would hope that there's never an incident again where a player's running into, and listen, they told all sides of the story, and the one guy threw the beer bottle that hit Ron Artest, obviously. But then there were fans of the Detroit Pistons going onto the court to try to back up the players. Is that ever going to happen again? Where literally Pistons fans were trying to defend Ben. Ben Wallace is a mammoth of a human being. He doesn't need some random 6-foot dude coming out of the crowd to help him out. But I don't know. Was that more of a thought back then where I got my team's back? I'm going to run out there and fight with them. That was crazy. That entire incident.
It was. It was. I mean, and there was something that happened. What was before my time at the Spectrum. And you heard about it. You know it in lore. It was the brawl between the Flyers and the Blues.
Yes.
And it spilled into the stands to Spectrum.
Right.
Barclay Plager, it was like a legend, infamous. Well, it was the precursor, obviously happened in the 70s before my time. And it was, all accounts, it was wild. Cops. I still remember seeing photos. And I remember, what's amazing? I remember getting Goal magazine. You know what Goal magazine was?
I would imagine it's a hockey magazine.
Right. And it was, you went to the Flyers games. It was a program. I loved programs. Get your program. I did. I would always, tell my mother, oh, Ma, give me a...
That was pre-internet and everything. Right.
I loved to read. I was a kid who loved to read. So, the Goal magazine... And I still remember to this day, the same, they would change the features around a little bit, but really it was the same magazine that they would sell every week or at every home game. And I remember the pictures, dudes, blood, talking, guys bleeding, streams of blood. It was wild. Spectrum.
And they don't really show that anymore. That's not going to be on the cover of a magazine anymore.
Right. Yeah, I guess it's all the glorification. It was the NFL with hits.
Yeah.
I mean, the greatest hits of the NFL was always
ESPN,
you sold NFL with
ESPN did a segment called
hits.
You Got Jacked Up.
Yes.
It's gone.
Yes.
That segment's gone because of, head injuries and everything.
Yeah. No, well, they would joke, you got put to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, there's always the conversation about, beating a player now in baseball, right? It's 100 miles per hour fastball.
Yeah.
It hurts, man.
I hear you.
That used to be policing the game.
Yeah.
Now it's a 10-game suspension.
Yeah. No, I hear you. 11-11.
Huh. Dude, you see it every day, man.
Every day.
11-11-11.
I look up and 11-11. Crazy. It was 11-11. That's right.
I saw the triple 11s.
Yeah,
man.
with the seconds.
I had a dream last week. there was an alligator chasing me.
Really? Gator?
And I looked up, like, what's the meaning of an alligator in a dream? And it was like something about, like, new beginnings are coming your way.
No.
And I was like, huh? Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was like it was a good omen.
Well,
I was like, wow.
Well, new beginnings.
Yeah. Gators,
pretty awesome.
man.
Yeah, the gator. Love the gator. All right, let's get to the phones. Aaron, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Aaron.
What up, man? Ups, man. Checking in.
Ups, man. What's up, Ups, man?
What up, cuz?
What's going on, baby?
Listen, I got a lot to get to, so I'm going to try to get through it real quick. And I got a food question for you guys at the end of the call.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, first I want to start off by the Sixers broadcast is excellent. I apologize for not knowing her name, but she is good. She's really good. I like her.
Kate Scott.
Yeah, I like her, man. She's pretty good. So, last year was a disappointing loss, so I wasn't really excited as I was last year coming into the Sixers season. But I'm starting to get a lot of excitement back, and because I like the way they,
yes,
it's calm because, we didn't know what was going on as far as this Ben Simmons thing is going on and how they was going to play and all that. So, but I really like the way they're playing. They're playing really good, and I got to touch on Seth Curry. So last year when he came in here, everybody was saying that, he's a good three-point shooter and that's where his game stopped. But I always felt that Seth can get a whole lot better because, he's younger than his brother and he looked like, he had a tough road to get to the NBA.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
yes.
guys like that just don't settle.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was looking at him and saying, Seth can get a whole lot better, man. And I'm a hold out hope because he can get a whole lot better. Now when you look at it, he's gotten a whole lot better. And that was like one of the greatest contracts that Daryl Morey signed. That's a steal right now. How
about they traded Josh Richardson for him?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was such a steal.
Yeah, man. It was. And that was great. It was a great trade, man. That makes up for the Zaire.
Yeah, it does.
For Bridges.
Listen, we finally
trading away Bridges for Zaire.
We finally got one of the brothers that can actually play.
Right. Yeah, we used to have Mike Maddox. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So, all right. So my next thing, I want to talk about this food thing. Now, listen, Ed, we all like chicken wings, right?
Sure.
So chicken wings, it's not a wing without the bone, right? So how can they call a chicken wing a boneless wing? Because if you strip down the chicken wing with the bone, it doesn't equate to all the meat that's in the boneless wing.
Yeah. That's a fugazi name.
That's what I thought,
It's really a cutlet.
That's what I said.
I mean, it's a chicken cutlet. I don't know why they go boneless wing.
Yeah, because it's not even the same meat.
Right.
Man.
That's a cutlet. Dude, I agree.
Man, that's something to think about, man.
I agree with you. Now, you want to do the different sauces like you do with the wing. All right. But I agree with you. You're right. You should call what it is, a cutlet.
It's like an oversized nugget. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
It can't be no chicken wing without the wing, man.
Now they go strips. They call it all kinds of things, right? Right? Oh, the strips. It's a chicken cutlet is
That's
what
funny.
it is.
That's funny. That's the stuff that me and my wife be talking about.
No,
man.
but you're right, Ups, man. No, the boneless wing is faulty advertising. I agree with you.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
dead on, baby. Thank you,
All
Ups,
right.
man.
No
See you,
problem.
brother. Where do you stand on the boneless wing?
I like the boneless wing. I do, but it depends. Like
but it really is a chicken cutlet.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's on the menu as the boneless wing, but it's basically a nugget. Yeah,
it's a cutlet or a strip, if you want to call it a strip.
Yeah, and it's just in a ball. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really call it wing status. There's no bone in it.
Right.
It's not
like boneless wings.
It's not coming off of something.
Oh, he's right. Ups man's right about that.
But I do like a boneless wing. Tastes delicious.
Well, you like it because you like a chicken cutlet.
Yeah. I had a few boneless wings last night. I came back for the Beers with Bob. Hooters dropped off food for the Mike Missinelli show.
Oh, really?
And there were some sitting out there. I was like, well, I'm not going to nod.
You know what's an underrated Hooters item? The curly Q fry.
Oh yeah, of course, man.
Dude, that's a great item.
You know, I'm a pro curly fry, man. It's a 1C for me.
Now, I'm a big steak, like boardwalk
I know
fry
you are,
guy.
yeah.
Love the boardwalk fry. However, that thing, that curly Q that comes up like an accordion, is a fabulous fry. It's a great fry.
I love a curly Q fry.
By the way, the Hooters wing is a great wing.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. I
wouldn't go boneless over. I would go wing over boneless.
I got you. We all have a preference. But
you would go you go boneless?
No, it depends. It depends where I'm at, man.
You're gonna go strip over that?
It always depends where I'm at. There are some places where you do like
the Hooters has a great wing. It's a great wing.
Yeah, but the ones that were left here was the boneless. There's one spot.
Oh, so you were freaking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you were garbage picking.
But like, there's been spots where I've had the regular wings, and
you were Clentac.
You could tell it's the cheap, where like you take a bite and the bone breaks. And I go, all right, next time I'll just go with the boneless because I don't want to risk, my esophagus getting splintered or anything like that.
Right.
So, depends where I'm at.
Did you ever have? I don't think I've ever brought this up to you. I brought it over the past. Did you ever have a Moriarty's wing?
No.
You never had Moriarty's?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
On Walnut Street. Moriarty's. Like, was it 9th and Walnut? Between 9th and 10th?
No, I've never been.
You've never been to Moriarty's?
No.
It's an Irish pub. It's sensational. It's like a Philadelphia staple.
Wait, hold on a second. Do they have a clock in there that counts down till St. Patrick's Day? Hold on. What's it called?
Moriarty's, dude. Dude, Moriarty's. You've never been there? It's one of my favorite, especially in the fall. Center City, belly up to the bar, cold outside, warm pub.
No, definitely never been here, no.
No?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, dude, it's phenomenal.
All right, I'll have to make a trip.
No, it's one of those, you're walking in town. It's it's Thanksgiving, Christmas. You pop into Moriarty's. You get a pint. And their wings are the steroid wings.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I like a big wing.
Do you?
Love a big wing.
The Moriarty wing is like a size of a small football. It is. The smaller
You're basically in
footballs?
Drumsticks at that point.
Dude.
I'm pro big wing, man.
Dude, it's a colossal wing. Sensational wing. Well, you know what? I got to taste. I haven't been. You know what? I haven't been to Moriarty since the pandemic.
I'm sure there's a lot of places people haven't been to in a while because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was my favorite thing. Walk in, great beer on tap. I'm giving you the pint glass, holding the pint glass, man. I can go for that.
I'd be down. You name the time. I'll be there.
Dude, that gigantic wing's
I'm
great.
down for a wing, dude.
No, it's a great, we used to go all the time. My buddy Boo used to live down the street from Moriarty. So we used to always hang there a lot. Wow.
It helps when you're walking distance
and
away
that's
from the place.
But not even that. But you know what that is? See that place? They got the great soup, like the potato soup. You like potato soup?
I do, yeah.
Like that Irish pub potato soup?
Not
the scallion?
Not a top for me, but yeah, it's good.
Oh, dude, I love the potato soup.
I'm more of a bisque man, I'll be honest. Like a tomato bisque, a lobster bisque, crab bisque.
I like a bisque too.
Clam chowder.
I like an array of soups.
I'm with you. You are a soup man. More so than me.
Love the soup.
Too hot sometimes.
They could do the. Oh, that's right. You're a freak. I forgot. You know what they have too? The crock of French onion. That's an Irish pub specialty.
French onion, well, overrated.
Nah.
It looks so much better than how it tastes.
No, I disagree.
With the cheese on top, it looks like it's the most delightful thing in the world. And then
love a French
I take
onion.
a sip and I go, ugh.
You don't like a French onion?
It's deceiving.
Oh, dude.
It is deceiving.
Dude, a French onion is great.
I've had this argument with a lot of people. It looks so much better than how it tastes.
You're eating at bad spots. You haven't had good French onion. good French onion is tremendous.
Dude, it looks like the greatest item in the world. And then you take a bite or a sip or a slurp, and you're like,
I tell you, in Paris, it's like ridiculous, but whatever. No, I'm serious. There's a couple great spots like in town. Dude, you haven't had real French onion, dude. Yeah, you got that fugazi, too much salt. Like, if it's done correctly, wow.
All right, we'll see.
What am I talking about? It's not up there. Corbelli's. There you go. Tomato pie, dude. You like that, Cole, too?
Yeah. Of course. Who are you talking to?
You're such a freak. I mean, listen, I would eat that cold. Like, that's a fridge the next day. But I like it room temp. And I like it hot out of the oven. Like, when the tomatoes are bubbling and it's like that fresh Roma tomatoes, the olive oil, and the basil, fresh basil. That's how Corbelli's does it. They use only the fresh ingredients. Since 1924, the Corbelli's family has been sharing their family's favorite foods and flavors with their favorite Philadelphians. Hand-carved deli meats and cheeses, freshly baked breads, rolls, cookies, pies, stromboli. I'm telling you, the world-famous Corbelli's tomato pie is the greatest. They got 4 locations: Norristown, Limerick, Douglasville, and Audubon, where 4 generations of pride go into everything they make, including, you name it, all the specialty cakes and party trays. Take yourself back to a better time at Corbelli's Bakery and Deli, where nostalgia isn't just a word, it's an ingredient. Learn more at Corbelli'sBakery.com.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Good night for the Sixers. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Safe Auto Insurance. Safe Auto Insurance offers low down payments and flexible payment options to help our customers stay on the road for less. Play it safe with Safe Auto. Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO for your fast and free quote today. The Sixers beat the Bulls last night, again without Tobias Harris and Danny Green, but it didn't matter. Another big night for Seth Curry, led the way for the Sixers. George Niang, another nice night off the bench. He's been spectacular, finished with 4 threes last night. Of course, Joel Embiid just 1 rebound shy of a double-double. So the Sixers improved to 6-2. Quick turnaround as they take on the Pistons tonight in Detroit. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. You can listen live right here on the Fanatic. Flyers also playing at 7 o'clock tonight. They take on the Penguins. That game will be on WMMR. Eagles getting ready for their matchup with the Chargers this Sunday. Make sure you tune in 12 o'clock when Charles Davis joins Anthony. He'll be on the call this Sunday. Derek Gunn joins the show at 12:40. The Geek then answers all your fantasy football questions at 1 o'clock. This update is also brought to you by Lowe's. The holidays are already here at Lowe's. Get pre-lit artificial trees starting at $99. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. While supplies last, valid November 4th through the 10th. Keep it locked here in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. Check out Anthony Gargano every Thursday night from 6 to 7 p.m. for Cuz's Corner. Live from the Parks Casino Sportsbook. Anthony takes you around the world of sports and gets you ready for the upcoming games. That's Cuz's Corner. Listen every Thursday night starting at 6 from the Parks Casino Sportsbook and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Inside the Birds with Jeff Mosher and Adam Kaplan. Mondays from 6 to 8.
I love watching Boston Scott. He's got great energy. Did you notice the spacing that he got? They never got inside penetration, the Lions. First touchdown, watch Dickerson maul the defensive tackle. He grinded this guy to a pulp. It was pretty impressive. And Lane Johnson, by the way, had a great game.
Inside the Birds is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an authorized sports betting partner of the NBA, has an amazing offer for new customers. Bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game, and if they do, you win $200 in free bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet just $5 once again on any NBA team to win their game and win $200 in free bets. That's code FANATIC at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
As a 2-time cancer survivor, I know that when it comes to funding cancer research, every dollar counts. That's why the John Kincaid Show chose the American Association for Cancer Research to be our official charity. If you've been touched by cancer directly or through someone you care about, join us in working to defeat these devastating diseases by making a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today at aacr.org/fanatic. Donations from private citizens like you and me add up to big breakthroughs that saves lives. And I'm living proof, Because thanks to research, more than 16.9 million Americans are cancer survivors today. Let's build that number up. Your donation supports the scientists and doctors that discovered the next breakthrough. So make giving hope to cancer patients and their families part of your routine. Make a monthly donation to AACR's Sustaining Hope Club. Donations in any amount add up, and they show that you care. Visit aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic to donate today, because I'm living proof. Cancer research saves lives.
Cherry limeade, blue raspberry, twisted berry. What do those boldly delicious flavors have in common? They're loud, and they're all part of the Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dye Pack. And they don't just taste loud. The tie-dye cans look loud, too. Bud Light Seltzer Retro Tie-Dye Pack. The loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2021 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer, St. Louis, Missouri 63118.
Hi, I'm Kevin Nolan. Join Nolan Painting to have fun, learn, and grow. Painters start at $20 an hour, get 2 weeks paid vacation, 5 paid holidays, health insurance, a 401k company match, and up to $500 a month in bonuses and lots more. There's lots of opportunities for advancement. We can train you in skills that will always be valuable. Painting is a rewarding job. We bring joy to people and make their homes look beautiful. Join Nolan Painting and be part of a winning team. Apply at nolanpainting.com.
Hey, it's Natalie. It's football season, and don't forget to bet with the best. The Park Sportsbook app, based right here in the Delaware Valley. The Park Sportsbook app is a game changer. They have live in-game betting. New customers can sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Your risk-free bet refunded in-site credit. Just download the app or click parkscasino.com/PA and use promo code Natalie.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Mike Missinelli here for Landis Block and Concrete. There is nothing like having a beautiful backyard. Think of many things you can do with it. You can sit outside on a nice little patio, have a nice glass of wine, have a few friends over to cook on your Landis Block outdoor kitchen. Turn your backyard into a personal paradise with Landis Block. They're the resource center for all outdoor living. All you need is imagination, space, and a budget. Check out the photo gallery at landisbc.com. That's landisbc.com for Landis Block, jaw-dropping outdoor paradises.
Black Friday starts now at JCPenney. And this Friday through Sunday, shop early and save with thousands of new Black Friday deals while they last. Sparkle everyone's stocking with up to 75% off all fine jewelry. Plus, stock up on Home Expressions bath towels, now only $2.99 each. These deals and many more end Sunday. Happy Black Friday, JCPenney. Offers valid on select items 11/5 to 11/7. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Did you know that United Healthcare helps connect you to doctors and therapists with 24/7 access to virtual care?
So I could have therapy from my couch?
Yep.
Or a doctor appointment from my car?
If you wanted to.
Wait, you're right. I don't even like when people see me sing in the car. Couch appointment it is.
Virtual visits are just one of the ways United Healthcare helps connect you to better health. Learn more at uhc.com. Plan benefits may vary.
I'm not answering. It's another one of those expiring warranty calls.
Speaking of warranties, would have been nice to have warranty coverage when our furnace broke last month.
You know, Bryant Heating and Air Conditioning contractors offer up to 10 years of protection on a new system.
Huh, and that's peace of mind, knowing we're covered if we need service.
Safeguard your investment with up to 10 years of service protection from Bryant. Exceeding industry standards, one more way Bryant does whatever it takes to keep you comfortable. Go to nopaybryant.com to find a dealer near you.
Bryant.
Whatever it takes.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey.
What's up, guys? It's Andrew. This week marks the halfway point to the football season, and there's a big Sunday matchup between Green Bay and Kansas City. And you know what? FanDuel Sportsbook, in partnership with Valley Forge, is about to make it even bigger. This is why FanDuel Sportsbook is the absolute best. You know why? Because they had this promotion running before the news hit that Rodgers was going to be out due to COVID, and they're not just going to get rid of it. So you know what? You got easy money. FanDuel is giving new customers 30-1 odds on either team to win between Green Bay and Kansas City. That means you can win $150 on just a $5 bet. You know you got to ride with Kansas City here. I know they've been struggling, but there's no way Jordan Love or Blake Bortles or whoever's going to start for Green Bay, there's no way they can beat Kansas City this weekend. FanDuel is sports betting made simple, and they are always hooking you up with great offers. Plus, when you win, you'll get paid in as little as 24 hours. See for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Just sign up with promo code FANATIC this week before Green Bay takes on Kansas
Kansas City, and you can win $150 on a $5 bet. Put it on KC. Remember, use promo code FANATIC exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Must be 21 plus and present in PA. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus $150. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, 11:30 across the Delaware Valley. Our 11 o'clock hour brought to you by Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged. Big 12 o'clock hour ahead. We'll talk to Charles Davis. He'll be doing Eagles and Chargers on Sunday. It's a monster game, man. It really is a truism as to what Sunday was. Was it real or was it fugazi? We'll find out, right? I mean, you know, I look at the Chargers. I still think the Chargers are a good team. They got, oodles of weapons. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, right? Like that. That's a real good. Herbert is terrific. He's a bit cold, so going into it. So I'm curious. All right, the line is 2, which is amazing. I'm looking at Parkinson's 2, and I go, wow, how can it be 2? I mean, listen, if it was me, I would make it like 6 if I was doing a line.
Yeah, but it's been weird this year. I know you talked about it yesterday. The Raiders line was close. And then not only that, remember the Cowboys line? Eagles-Cowboys, Dallas was only like a 2-point favorite going into it.
Well,
and I thought that was going to be a blowout.
Yeah, but they were wrong.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying. So that's why when I see this Eagles-Chargers line, I don't go, Eagles line.
Vegas overvalues the Eagles.
Yeah. Like this Eagles team's not, it's not good. It isn't.
No, but I'm like, listen, you said it earlier about when it comes to the coaching staff and, what do you see and what do you want to see? Like, I'm just curious. I'm really curious about defensively how they fare. I mean, offensively, I don't know. I mean, I have my doubts about Jalen, and they are what they are. I want to see them run the ball. Like that'll be a big deal. Can they run it? And then defensively is going to be really interesting how they play the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean it's not an easy task. It's not, and we've talked about the Chargers' run defense isn't that good. I don't think they're going to run the ball 46 times. I don't think they can, especially if they're down.
Yeah.
But is the run game going to be a part of the game plan early on? We've seen it in the past with Doug Peterson. The second the Eagles were down any sort of score, whether it was a field goal, a safety, or a touchdown, the run went away. And we've seen that with Nick Sirianni, right? They ran the ball very well against the Raiders the first drive, went away from it, and then all of a sudden they're down 30-7. If you're down 3-0, you're down 7-0 after the Chargers' first drive, you can still run the ball. It's a one-score game. But for some reason, these coaches, they get, we got to start throwing the ball. You're only down a score. It's the first quarter.
It'll be a telltale type of game on Sunday. 4 o'clock. It's a 4:05 start. Interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So we'll talk to Charles Davis. He'll be on the call. And additionally, we got D Gunn to break it down, and then the Geek for all your fantasy. And by the way, he's doing his promotion. He told me if you download the Sharp app, you tell a story, an Eagles story. You're going to be in line for this Brian Dawkins jersey.
That's pretty cool.
If you go to the Sharp app on Twitter, it's got all the pin tweets, got all the thing. But he's doing this thing. It's a real big, it's a beautiful Brian Dawkins jersey, authentic, signed. So check it out. So he'll be on with us. And then, Sixers last night, I just was an awesome game. It was just enjoyable. I enjoyed every second of it. Love the spectrum. Love that whole thing. Love the uniforms. I'm enjoying it. Flyers tonight in Pittsburgh. Sixers now on the way to Detroit. Pet Shop Eddie, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. What do you say, Pet Shop Eddie?
Anthony, loving you from Seattle, man. Always listening.
What's
always
going
listening.
on, my brother? How's everything?
I had good. I had a couple of things. But
Now, you have a home business now, right? You closed the pet shop
That's
during the.
right. Thank you for remembering. Yeah, the business is now at our home, and it's a pet spa, and we just do grooming, so it's a service. So, they haven't figured out how to groom online yet, so we're still cashing in on that.
Oh, good. God bless, man. Good.
But listen, a couple of things, and before you cut me off, I mean, I know sometimes people call without anything Philly sports, so if you want me to go to a Philly sports thing, I got something.
No, listen, we don't need. Listen, we just have a conversation.
Okay. Well, you're perfect. You talked about, I think it was Moss, or maybe it was Anthony Jr. Asking about hockey. And my kid's 17 and a half. Okay, it was Moss. So my kid's 17 and a half. He's played hockey all the time since he was about 7 or 8 out here. And I just wanted to kind of check in with that to see where you're at, because as much as I'd caution you because of all the time and the money, I mean, I joke to people all the time that you should see the house I would be living in if my kid didn't play hockey. But in the end, I mean, the kid's got it. We were in Hawaii, and he was 16, and in Hawaii you're allowed to get a tattoo at 16, so we got a little tiny hockey guy celebrate. I mean, it's his whole life. And so as much as I would say, be cautious of the time and the money you're spending, the kid has just loved it and lived it, and it's just totally part of his life. And when he does essays at school, he writes about his hockey, and we travel all over the place. We were just in Vegas for Halloween.
Oh, wow.
As fun as can be.
Wow.
Yeah, for his hockey. So, I mean, support it, nurture it, because it will.
Well, let me ask you a question. I actually have a question for you about this. So it's early stages. He's just doing learn to skate hockey, right?
Learn to play, yeah.
That's all he's doing right now. But here's the thing. Did he play all the sports? Because he's a really good baseball player, and he devotes a lot of his time to baseball. I don't want, and my cousin said this, and he was so right. He's like, let him play every sport. And my only fear is, I don't want him to just do hockey, and I don't want him just to do baseball. If he did both, I'd be happy doing both, mix in a little hoop or football or whatever. I don't know how they're going to do it, but you get my point.
It's a great question, and Ned did play all sports. He literally played all sports. I'm a huge sports fan, so I exposed him to all of it.
Good.
And there was a time when he fell in love with hockey, and he sort of had to break away from his baseball and his soccer buddies, and we kind of lost a lot of friendships and stuff because it's not super popular out here. He's the only kid in his high school who plays. He is the captain of the team. Well, that's not relevant, but there was a point where because once you start playing hockey seriously, you got to devote your time to hockey, and so. But
that's my only fear. Listen, I'm going to make him play. He wants to play, he plays. Right. My only fear is what is disturbing about the trend with youth sports is that you got to pick a sport. He's 8, he's not even 9 yet. He won't be 9 until March. And his best sport is baseball. He actually is. He's got a good arm, and he can hit the ball. So he's a good baseball player, and I don't want to lose that.
There's a point where you sort of have to choose one. And coaches always say, hey, if you want to keep going in this sport, that's great. You can dabble in other sports, but you got to focus in one. So we can chat about that another time. I wanted to bring up one more thing before you cut me off. But back in the day when this show was being shown, I wasn't watching it. I think you spoke a lot about it, and but you haven't mentioned it in so long, and my wife and I just binged through it and loved it. And I'll hang up after this, but I love Boardwalk Empire on HBO. And the more, I mean, we've already been through it. But
I have not, and Eddie, you're the best, man. I love talking. I have not. I watched maybe the first season, and I think the kids were little, and I just got off it. What's funny is I had to go back and watch Thrones because, like everybody else, you watch couples, right? Your wife, that's what you watch your show with your wife, your girlfriend, or whatever, right? So, when the kids were little, we got off Empire, and I never really went back to it. Which I meant to actually do it at some point.
Yeah, I remember I watched there's 4 seasons of it.
Yeah,
I think, and I watched 2 when I was living at home for a brief period of time post college, and when I left, I didn't have HBO.
Right.
So I haven't felt the need to pick it back up because there's been so many other good shows.
I know. I actually forgot about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I haven't thought about Boardwalk Empire for a while until Eddie just brought that up.
Yeah.
It was good, though. It was
sure.
great.
I mean, listen, for what it was is I saw, I guess it was the first season, and I'll be honest, if I go back and watch it, which I should, if I go back and watch it, I would go back and start from the beginning, I guess.
I'll probably watch, I'm finishing this Eastbound and Down show, which is well,
that's like candy.
I just put it on and it's in the
that's
background.
Candy. It's hysterical.
But when that's done, I think
Did you do Mexico yet?
No, not yet. Oh wait, in the show.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Narcos. Yes, we just finished that part. He's coming back up. But I want to watch The Wire because I still haven't seen The Wire.
Oh, dude, that's fantastic.
By all accounts, from what I've heard, because you know me, Sopranos didn't stick for me, man. It was just
right. And you were done. You were out early.
Yeah, I mean, I'm season 2, episode something.
And you're done. And you stopped.
Yeah, I haven't picked it back up.
Well, how much is it too the fact that Christy doesn't watch with you?
No, that doesn't matter because when she works, I mean, I'm home.
I guess so,
I got plenty of time to kill an episode or two. I wasn't entertained or locked in, whereas The Wire seems like more of my kind of show.
That's a great show.
So that's probably the next show I'm going to go through.
It's a great show. I'm surprised. I don't know. Maybe it's all the hype that came with Sopranos.
That may be it.
I don't know. I remember when I don't know. I'll be honest with you. It's a great show. So I don't know how you don't like it.
Well, I think it was the hype because I remember you were out one day. And I was on the air, and I think Connor was in with me. And Connor's my age. Connor only watched the first season and was out after that.
Yeah, but it's not a generational thing.
Right, but I remember saying that day, and people were upset by it. I was like, hey, so I have a question about The Sopranos. When does the best show of all time start? Because
Yeah, well, you admit that you don't really... I mean, your taste is suspect. You would agree.
I don't know, Breaking Bad's my favorite show of all time. I love Game of Thrones.
It's a good show. What's not to like? Everybody loves Game of Thrones.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. But those shows,
you got to think a little bit too. I mean, I don't know. Listen, dude, whatever. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's fine.
Those shows,
it's not a generation.
Couldn't wait till the next episode.
It's not a generational show. And my only point is, you ripping David Chase and The Sopranos is a little off-putting, to be honest. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
I'm not ripping. I'm not saying the show sucks. I'm just like...
you kind of are a little bit. You're kind of being disrespectful.
Yeah, it's not as good as what everybody else tells me it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, dude. I mean,
I'm excited for The Wire.
The Wire's great.
Can't wait.
I don't know. I don't know if you'll get it.
I'm sure I will.
All right.
I
hope you like it.
Just not into The Sopranos, man.
Sopranos.
Hoagie. I dropped a good one this morning. You called me out on it.
Oh, dude. You were like, oh, my God. He goes,
sometimes it slips, man.
I just have to get a hoagie.
Sometimes it slips.
What'd you say?
Hoagie. Because the Primos were dropped off for Jamie's 40th birthday.
Yes,
happy birthday
thanks
to the bro.
to Primos and, of course, Pat from Ardmore Primos.
And I looked at him and I said, oh, man, I got to grab one of those hoagies.
Yeah, it's great to see the bro, man.
I had to clear my throat afterward.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, really.
I don't have many of those left in me.
Yeah.
The South Jerseys. I don't have many of those left. Yeah.
Yeah, you hit it with a strong.
Oh, yeah.
Hoagie. Anyway, real quick, let me ask you, because you were a youth baseball player, and
yes.
The hockey thing, and really it's every sport. It's not just hockey. It's like, I got friends of mine. I told you about, Vinny's son, Vinny Boombatz's son, who's a great hockey player living in Omaha, Nebraska right now. Tri-City plays for, high level. Andrew Centrella, another South Philly kid playing in Omaha. So, I'm not saying that they're going to be at that level, because that level's spectacular, right? But it's a very encompassing type of sport. And listen, baseball's his first love.
Yeah.
So I know he's baseball first. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Right now he's just doing to learn to skate for hockey, and I'll take it from there. But he wants to play basketball, and he was dying to play football. His brother loves it.
Right. And he sees his older brother playing it.
But I'm like, dude, here's the thing. I don't want to tell him, because my cousin, I was going down that baseball road, going all in. And I really am still thinking about going all in. But my cousin's like, dude, let him play. He's 8. Let him play every sport.
Yeah, I honestly, I do think that's the way to go. Now, look at me. I'm not in the big leagues. I'm here sitting talking to you, but I'll be honest, there was times in my life where I enjoyed playing basketball more than baseball. I just had so much fun doing it. I wasn't any good. I mean, listen, I was a sniper from deep.
But basketball's fun to play.
Yeah, but it's also,
as I'm sure hockey's fun to play.
But all of it's good for all your motor skills and all that kind of stuff. You hear how many professional athletes you hear. But this guy could have gone pro playing something else.
Today, it's insane.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially basketball, right? You have the AAUs and all that, all this everything's travel. Everything is travel.
Yeah, it's funny.
The days of your local little leagues, they're still there, but
yeah,
that's like an afterthought.
Oh yeah, it's pretty interesting, the whole thing. Look at this, Alan in Villanova. Alan, how you been?
Hey, how you been? Long time, Anthony.
What's happening, bud?
Not too much. I wish I had gotten to see more of the Sixers so I could participate, but it sounds like they're doing really well. I've seen a little bit, but
how come? Just been busy?
My wife has me going out to take out food almost every night, so I have to tape any sports that I want to watch.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, but I'd love to talk about the old Spectrum. That's just, I never saw a Flyers game there, but I saw countless Sixer games there, and there was nothing like the Spectrum. Just absolutely nothing like it. It was a great venue. I mean, a dump, but a great view from wherever you sat, and you were really on top of things. It was just a blast. And the Phantoms were a lot of fun, because those days you couldn't afford Flyers tickets, so you go see the Phantoms, and you got all the fights and stuff. It was a good time.
Well, what's interesting, too, is the Flyers, you couldn't get in. Spectrum Flyers, the sellout, I mean, every game was sold out. I forget the number, too. You remember the number? It was 17,000.
1707.
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
I think it was 17,007, and 18-something for hoops.
And you know what's nuts about that? Think about that, Alan. The Sixers, who had a great team, right? During the 80s, and they didn't sell out.
Only during the playoffs. And again, I think I mentioned this before, the seventh game against the Milwaukee Bucks one year, they only got 6,000 people.
That was Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. I was at that game. But that was just unbelievable. And, oh, by the way, I don't think there's anything good about being chased by an alligator. I don't know how you get that as a good connotation on a dream. I would find that extremely scary. But,
I don't know, man. The Tunis looked it up. You got to look up your dreams, what they mean.
Oh, you can do that? Oh, I should do that. I'd be afraid to do that. And a couple other points I'll let you get to other people. Moriarty's is a great place, and you know me, I love theater. So that's a great
right next to it.
If you ever have a matinee at the Forest Theater, that's a great place to get lunch first.
Did you ever have the wings there, the oversized?
I did. I just Googled them. Somebody had them. They were good, but if you really want the absolute best wings, but it's not the greatest stuff. It's not the greatest place to go. It's not the best part of the city, but if you want the absolute best real deal wings possible, you go to the soul food place Tasties around 52nd and Girard. And
I love it. That's outrageous. I would love to go there. Yeah, I love that stuff. Yeah.
Jumbo wings.
That sounds outrageous.
You call them up.
Oh, I'm down with that.
You just have them ready to drive up. You get 4, and you won't be able to eat.
I do West Philly, baby. I bet. Yeah, no, man, that sounds awesome.
You're not eating dinner.
That's great. All right, now I'm getting zapped again. Whew, man, you're tough.
Yeah.
You're tough today, too.
People wanted me to zap the previous caller, too, but I didn't.
Why?
Yeah. YouTube asked for it.
Wait, to get zapped? I mean, we're not even 2 minutes. Why people are no good? I'm confused. All right. We got Charles Davis coming up next. You want to make sure you're listening to Charles. Coming up, let's talk the Parks Casino, Street Road, Ben Salem. I'll be there later on today. The Parks Casino and Sportsbook doing Cousins Corner. We love hanging out at Parks Casino and Sportsbook for Cousins Corner. So here's the deal, right? Tonight's a great sports night. So you got the football game, Colts and Jets. Dude, I don't know about you. I know everybody's going to be all over the Jets because Mike White had a big night. I love the Colts tonight. Love the Colts tonight. And Wentz. I think Wentz has a big game. Looking forward to it tonight. Looking forward to it. But here's the thing. It's Colts Jets. There's Sixers Pistons tonight, which is incredible. And, of course, Flyers Penguinos. Wow. So on Parks, Sixers are 5. They're about 2-1 with a money line. The Fly guys tonight, a slight dog. I love them tonight. I think the Flyers win tonight. Take the Fly guys against the Crosby-less Penguinos. Flyers are real. I think they're going to win the game tonight. This is a good game. That's a must see. Check it out on Parks. 7:00, right? So you got the Flyers at 7. You got the Sixers at 7, and you get the football game. So good sports night. So check it out. Parks Casino and Sportsbook for any of your sports days or nights. You got to know Parks Casino Sportsbook. Go to parkscasino.com/PA. Promo code Fanatic. Get a risk-free bet up to $500. Got to be in PA. Got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Got double sports night tonight. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by NJ Diet. 40 days up to 40 pounds. Lose a contractually guaranteed 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days with NJ Diet. Go to NJDiet.com. That's NJDiet.com. Sixers beat the Bulls last night without Tobias Harris and Danny Green yet again. Doesn't matter. Sixers improved to 6-2. They're back in action tonight when they travel to Detroit to take on the Pistons. Flyers also in action tonight. Sixers game can be heard right here on the Fanatic. Flyers taking on the Penguins. That game will be on WMMR. Coming up next, Charles Davis will be on the call this Sunday for the Eagles-Chargers game. He'll join Anthony next at noon. Derek Gunn joins the show at 12:40. The Geek helps all your fantasy football questions at 1 o'clock. This update is also brought to you by NJM Insurance Group. Committed to being upfront with their customers. NJM, no jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Get a quote today at NJM.com. Keep it locked here in the Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. Check out Anthony Gargano and the Chunas live this Friday from 10 to 2 with the Fanatics Football Friday tailgate at Name This Restaurant and Sports Bar, 2900 Street Road in Ben Salem, across from Parks Casino. This is the ultimate restaurant and sports bar for Philly sports fans with outdoor seating, great food, and plenty of space to watch the game. And you can help name it. Click contests at 975thefanatic.com to help us name this restaurant and sports bar.
Hi, I'm Steven Singer. Yep, that's me, the I Hate Steven Singer guy. Why do other jewelers hate me? I'm a nice guy. Because other jewelers just want to throw up when you ask, can I trade in my old diamond studs? Why? I guess it's because they're in the business of selling. I'm in the love business. I love to see my friends come back and trade in their old diamond studs. It's true. You can start with any size and upgrade them for a bigger pair anytime you want. Get exactly what you paid. Not only do other jewelers not want you to trade in your diamond studs, but even if they do, they don't give you back what you paid. Why are their diamonds worth less? Oops. Come see me, the real Steven Singer, a real jeweler whose diamonds are always worth what you pay. Visit me at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. By phone, 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER. Online, IHateStevenSinger.com. Oh, by the way, these stunning Anita diamond stud earrings are always 100% eye-flawless, near-colorless, brilliant-cut diamonds. Magnificent and bright white, topped off with my 14-karat safety silicone backs. IHateStevenSinger.com. One place, one price.
Have you been lied to? Lied to by Washington politicians and the Wall Street propaganda machine? Hi, this is best-selling author Richard Cohen from right here in South Jersey in the Philadelphia area, and I want to give you a free copy of my new book, Crash Proof Wealth. According to Time magazine, Wall Street retirement plans and 401ks have failed millions of Americans. After seeing the last market crash over 39%, I said, enough. I've discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and when the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Reliable Financial now to get a free copy of my book and talk to me personally to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose when the next stock market crash hits. Call 1-800-605-9191 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney used to grow wealthy. And I'll even cover shipping and handling. No credit card required. Call 1-800-605-9191. That's 1-800-605-9191. Again, 1-800-605-9191.
At Fogo de Chão, it all starts by brunching like you never have before, with candied black pepper bacon, exotic fruits, and fire-roasted meats. And then we up the indulgence with the bone-in beef shank. Slow cooked for 12 hours until fall off the bone tender, every delicious bite will have you questioning all the brunches you've had before. Bone-in beef shank. Available for a limited time in the Brunch Churrasco. It's what's next at Fogo de Chão.
Next up is Brandon singing Safe Auto. I don't have music for that.
I prefer a cappella anyway. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
Catchy.
In just 3 minutes, Safe Auto can get you a low down payment on state minimum coverage, so you can get back on the road.
Duet?
Let's do it. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
Pick up the phone, the call is free.
Need insurance now? Get instant proof of coverage at Safe Auto.
Play it safe, Safe Auto.
Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. BetRivers Sportsbook wants you to be in control of your football bets. That's why players love the same-game parlays at BetRivers. Same-game parlays let you mix and match player props and game bets and gives a payout boost to the winning combinations you want to root for. Combine 2 bets or combine many. You pick your confidence level and then watch the game unfold. Bet on same-game parlays at BetRivers.com or download the BetRivers app. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Introducing the next generation of compact digital manifolds from Testo. Best-in-class Bluetooth range and wireless clamps. Easy to use, fast, accurate results. Large graphics, all in one compact, rugged package. Testo digital manifolds are field-ready, fully smart, and fully wireless, just like the top HVAC technicians who use them. For a digital manifold that won't test your patience, visit Testo.com to find a local distributor near you or order online at Testo.com. Testo.
You want to know what makes me LeBron? Sleep. That's right. Sleep is my superpower. And Calm, the #1 app for sleep, is essential to activating that power. From the sound of rain falling on leaves to bedtime sleep stories, Calm puts me to sleep within minutes, which means I wake up ready for any challenge. Because greatness lies on the other side of sleep.
For 40% off a Calm premium subscription, go to calm.com/LJ. That's calm.com/LJ.
You know a spot, but not just a spot, the spot. Actually, with the all-new Nissan Frontier, you know a bunch of them. But the key to these great spots? Being able to reach them in the first place. Your spot is out there. Find your Frontier in the all-new 2022 Nissan Frontier. With standard 310 horsepower, advanced tech, and 281 pound-foot of torque.
Meet Patrick Peterson, owner of a Philadelphia coffee shop. Business was normal until a coffee critic called it the best specialty coffee in the country. It was time to scale up. So he turned to his American Express Blue Business Cash Card, which lets him earn 2% cash back on his business purchases for the first $50,000 spent and 1% after that. Now Patrick has some new ideas brewing. Built for business by American Express. This story features a fictional character from a fictional business. Terms and cashback cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/bluebusinesscash. Don't do business without it.
Adam Schefter, every Wednesday morning at 8:10 a.m.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Fletcher Cox was receiving interest around the league. I think what happened is that when Von Miller got traded for a 2 and a 3, the Von Miller deal impacted any potential Fletcher Cox deal to the point where it didn't get done.
Adam Schefter, every Wednesday morning at 8:10 a.m.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an authorized sports betting partner of the NBA, has an amazing offer for new customers. Bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game, and if they do, you win $200 in free bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet just $5 once again on any NBA team to win their game and win $200 in free bets. That's code FANATIC at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It's noon across the Delaware Valley. And we get set for all Eagles football, Eagles and Chargers on Sunday, 4 o'clock. And on the call, we get a treat. All right. Probably more Charger-related than Eagle-related. Certainly, CBS. But it's a treat because we love this guy when he breaks down the game. Our friend, in fact, he's getting ready to catch a flight to Philadelphia. The great Charles Davis joining us on the Comcast Business Hotline. CD, what's happening, baby?
Hello, sir. How have you been? It's good to hear your voice one more time. And can you believe it's already November?
I know. And it goes by so fast, dude. You know, Charles, like we were talking about this, I think it was probably right before the season. And
yeah.
You know, we're so excited. You were coming in early. It's like, all right, football. And, you know, you can't slow it down. I always said, I want to slow down September, October, because it just flies. Like, I don't like when, we got one more month left of college football, and it's over.
I know. I'm with you totally. And I think we're probably along the same lines because in the off season, everything's really slow, right? Like we're trying to speed it up a little bit. Let's speed up the process a little bit. Then the season hits. We want to slow it down so we can savor it a little bit more, so we can take it all in and see how it all plays out. You know, you talk about a month left of the college football season, and, you know, every year there's some type of a controversy in college football because their playoff system obviously is not a true playoff system, even though they try. And I get it, all right? But watching Cincinnati play this year and having seen them, and a lot of times, remember the old days with the old BCS and just with the polls?
Yeah.
How many times did you hear the phrase eye test?
Yeah.
Well, Cincinnati, when I watch them play, and I've watched a little tape on them, and I'm going to be watching a bunch of these kids who are going to get ready for the draft because we're going to have a passel of them this year. They pass the eye test. And what's disappointing to me is to see how they get dinged by being in the AAC, and then if they don't play perfect in every game they play, they're not that good. No, that's not true. See, people are coming at them the same way people come at Notre Dame, the same way people come at Penn State, the same way. You see where I'm going?
I do, my brother.
Being that team, that's where everyone's coming, but they don't get the same credit for it or the same respect for it that they deserve. Now, look, they can get beaten, and this all goes away. I get all that. But then being sixth in that first poll, I think everybody would be ashamed of themselves.
You know, I can't wait until they expand the field. And it looked like it was done, that it was going to be 12, and they were ready to go, to maybe even 16 at one point. But
and
then they pulled back on it.
I think they're going to expand it. I'd be surprised if it doesn't go to 8 first. And you're right. It did seem like it was going to 12 and 16. But now, guess who? You know, you're going to have the bowl lobby that's going to get involved.
I know.
My friend. And the bowl lobby is going to be really strong because the bowl lobby feels like they have given and given and given to help the playoff system to where their bowls aren't traditional all the time, where the Rose Bowl doesn't get Pac-12, Big Ten, you know, all those things. So now they're like, hold on a second. If you're going to do this and you're talking about on-campus sites, now you're really cutting into the
now you make them completely meaningless.
That's what the next fight is going to be. Let's let them fight it out. Let's talk NFL.
I like it. And all right, let's talk Eagles. And what on tape now? You know, the theme in Philly is this: what we saw against Detroit, will it carry over? And obviously not to the tune of 44-6, but will they run the ball, and will the defensive coordinator, Jonathan Gannon, bring pressure? So those are the two things. Will Sirianni run it, and will the defensive coordinator bring pressure? What do you kind of look at the Eagles in this kind of thing? 50,000.
Well, let's play off those themes. Okay, let's go ahead and continue in that vein. Let's start with, will they continue to run the ball? If they don't, I will be stunned because it sets up that way. And remember, we're talking about a 0-0 or a close game. Okay, I'm not talking about all of a sudden they're down 20.
Exactly.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yep.
I'm saying a normal ball game within reach, et cetera, because you have to test the Chargers' run defense. They're 32nd in the league. Okay, we're in week 9. So now it's not just a 1 or 2 game aberration. This is a sample. Okay, if we were in school, this is what our professors and our teachers would be saying. Okay, now we've run a test, a test group. All right, we got a control group here.
Yep,
that's enough for them to test it. I know that they came out of last week because we had the New England game with them last week, and I read and talked with people, and they said we played better run defense because New England only averaged 3.9 per carry. But New England controlled the football. Okay, so to me, it was almost a Pyrrhic victory. Yeah, you got better, but you couldn't get the ball from them when you needed to. When they decided to run out the clock, they did. So that to me is, okay, sounds great. I love it. Run numbers are terrific, or better, not terrific. They're better. Can you keep trending in that direction? If I'm Detroit, if I'm told, I have to test that. Yep. I absolutely have to, and I tested a variety of ways. I got my big thumper now, Jordan Howard, right? Boston Scott ran well. I got Kenneth Gainwell who can get into the perimeter. I've got Jalen Hurts that I'm going to use a healthy dose of quarterback run game. I'm going to test it. That's me. Now, the second thing that you talked about is Jonathan Gannon and the pressure that he brought in Detroit, which absolutely confounded the Lions, beat up Goff, pressure. Well, here's the interesting part. The last 2 games for the Chargers, Wink Martindale, D coordinator Baltimore, he's going to bring pressure.
Oh, yeah.
And he did, and it worked very well. Last week against New England, Bill Belichick and his son Steve, who's calling defensive plays for them, they didn't bring much pressure, and they still confounded them. I think that Jonathan Gannon is going to he'll be selective with it, I believe. I think there'll be more than what you were used to early in the season. I don't know if there'll be as much as what we saw against Detroit, because in the last few ball games, Justin Herbert and the Chargers have had trouble versus teams that play more of the zone and make them be patient. In a lot of ways, you know who the Chargers are emulating right now?
The Chiefs.
Kansas City.
Yeah,
exactly right. You and I are right there. We just mind melded. How about that? Because that's what we're seeing. And one of the things I know the Chargers in their open week were really wanting to stress is, like basketball. How come, basketball's become a game where you either dunk it or you hit a three. Where is the intermediate mid-range game? That's what the Chargers are looking for in their passing game now, because people are playing them like Kansas City, top down, everything in front. You run extra plays. If you earn it, more power to you. If you mess it up, that's what we're counting on. And that's what I think we'll see a little bit of Jonathan Gannon doing on Sunday.
Yeah, that scares me because I think.
But again, I think he'll bring more pressure than he's brought earlier in the season. Okay, I don't think you can go back now, Anthony. I don't think you can go totally back because your guys have gotten a taste. The big fellas have gotten a taste of going and getting someone.
Yeah.
Right? There's been extra pressure. You don't give them a taste and then pull it back. It's like The Godfather 2, Don Fanucci. Let me wet my beak. If I don't wet my beak,
I love it.
See me.
Right? Oh, my God, CD, that's great knowledge right there with Don Fanucci.
Don Fanucci, they've wet their beak. You can't totally pull them back now. So I think he'll be selective and turn them loose at different times.
Yeah. Well, you better watch out. He's going to get shot in that white suit at the feast. Hey,
hey, and just trying to go home. All I was doing was going home.
Yeah.
I was going to my place. What I never understood was, how's a guy like Don Fanucci not have his own Luca Brasi?
Yes, you're right.
He's still walking the streets by himself.
Yes.
I never understood that.
No, anyway, I agree. That's a great point. That's great knowledge by you. We got after the season, maybe we do an anthology conversation.
You know how much I would love to do that. That would be so much fun.
Tunis, Make sure you book CD for that, all right? Please.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah.
I think I'd fly to Philly and come and sit.
Oh, dude, that would be the greatest. Oh, come on, man. That would be the best.
It's more fun. We got to bring in somebody who's like a Mario Puzo.
I got it.
Right?
Listen, I'll put it together.
The author. Bring that person in because I got questions.
All right.
I got a lot of questions.
I love it. I know you got to run to the airport. Just 2 seconds. Just curious.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler, because it's funny. I saw the same thing you did when it came to the frustrating Herbert. But I thought with Eckler, that Kansas City doesn't have an Eckler. I thought with Eckler that, and even Cook to some extent, because he's not Kelsey who wants to stretch it down the field. I thought those two would make them more equipped to get into more of a rhythm offensively.
Yeah, and I think that they need to go that direction a little bit more. You know, they had some question marks about Eckler last week. He had a bad hip, but he played, and he played well. Well, the crazy part was Justin Jackson gave him the big run. Like, if you expected a big run, you figured to come from Eckler, and he did have a 28-yarder, I believe, in the game. But Justin Jackson gave him the 75-yard sprint before he ran out of gas and got caught and pulled a quad on the same play. So, you know, so that helped their running total look a lot better than what they actually were, if that makes any sense.
Yes,
and I'm not a big believer in, let's take that away and this is what you have. No, they got it. So something good happened for them. But all in all, they're still not a true pounded-out type of a team. They are like Buffalo. I'm going to give them another team. They're like Buffalo. They make no pretenses. We are going to throw the ball first and mix in the running game. And remember, Eckler can catch out of the back. He's the only guy in the league right now over 400 rushing, over 300 receiving.
Wow.
So he's a true weapon.
Yes,
Cook can hurt you, as you mentioned. He can hurt you down the middle of the field, not just on check down. This is a guy who can get down the middle of the field and make some plays for you. I think they're trying to find their way. And Mike Williams, their wide receiver, the last couple of games have not been what they're looking for.
No.
I think he's hurt, but he's playing through it. So he's not the same guy we saw earlier this year when he chewed up Kansas City and he chewed up Cleveland.
Yeah, he was dominant. If you like that genre and you're looking for something to watch in the flight, check out Gomorrah.
I'm on it.
All right? You're going to watch it in Italian with English subtitles.
Yeah, that's even better.
It's a TV series. HBO Max. All right?
Thanks for the tip. And by the way, I'll leave you with this one. In the original Godfather, when they were at the wedding, and all the women were gathered and talking around Sonny's wife.
Yes.
You remember what she does with her hands?
Yes.
Do you know what that signifies?
Yeah, he's a well-endowed man.
Because in the books, the reason he had so many mistresses is that she did not enjoy time with him because he was so well endowed. And that's why he had all the mistresses. So
that's great Sonny knowledge. Oh, my God. CD, all these years we've been talking, I didn't know you were a David Tay. That's fantastic.
Hey, how about it? Well, we got to get together and do more of that later.
I love it. I love
Definitely looking forward to coming back to Philadelphia and seeing this game. I think it's going to be a heck of a good game. And here's the last big connection, which you guys I know are locked in on. Brandon Staley, head coach.
Yeah.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon, D coordinator. Boys grew up together. Best friends.
Yeah, it's a great story.
How much time has Staley been in his meeting room talking to his offensive staff about what he thinks are the tendencies of his best friend? You know, he's got to give up his best friend.
Oh, yes. Without a doubt. Oh, it's fantastic.
His best friend this week.
Oh, that's awesome. No, you're so right. Bro, listen, have a safe trip, and I'm curious to see what you think of the Eagles, so we may bug you next week to see you, after you saw them.
I look forward to it. I thought what they did last week. I know people want to go Detroit. They're terrible. Go back and watch Detroit's season and see how many teams they played tough.
Yeah, Baltimore.
So let's not totally discount what Philadelphia did last week. That was a very impressive deal what they did last week, because Detroit throughout this season, there are probably 3 games that we could say were really truly in question with them, with good football teams. So let's not totally discount the fact that they went in there against a team that thought, hey, this is our chance to win one this week, and they pounded them. Give them credit for that.
I like it, my brother. Can't wait to see you, buddy. Be safe, all right?
Thank you, sir. Always great chatting with you.
You're the best.
Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.
Charles Davis on the Comcast Business Hotline. Soon as I didn't know Charles, he knows his Godfather.
Yeah, man. How about that?
was awesome.
Making the references is fantastic.
By the way, Comcast Business every day, and business is a big day. Let Comcast Business keep you ready for what's next.
I will say this, though, because I've heard that from a few people now. Look how tough the Lions played other good teams this year. Remember the Ravens? It came down to the ridiculous Tucker field goal.
Yeah, brought it up. Yep.
Obviously, the previous week against the Rams. But the reason why I thought the Eagles were going to win relatively big was that previous week against the Rams, because I thought Dan Campbell used everything in his back pocket.
You're right.
They did all.
I agree with you.
And it was one of those that was their game where they could have shocked the world. They ran every single fake field goal, fake punt, trick play, you name it, and they came up small. So I was not shocked in the least that the Eagles won as well as they did, because they used every trick in their back pocket. Even the broadcast, when they first punted against the Eagles, Kenny Albert was like, "Oh, well, they're lining up the punt for now." And I was just like, "Yeah, they're not going to do that stuff this week. It's all on tape. They did everything."
Right. No, I agree with you. Listen, I'm with you. I mean, there was a big game for golf, going back to L.A. Yeah. And they were completely flat.
Right.
And not to take anything away from the Eagles, because the Eagles dominated.
Yeah, they did.
They dominated.
Josh Sweat right away getting to
they dominated both sides of the ball, man. They dominated. So that's good. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting game.
Major test this
week.
We'll
see if the Chargers really do have the struggles. I agree with what CD said, about Mike Williams. Mike Williams was hot, man. He was playing great football, and he's been cold, and I think Herbert's been a little bit bothered. Like, their offense, which looked almost unbeatable, that offense has struggled.
Yeah, there's a lot of love for that Chargers team.
They went cold.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing, too, like in the NFL, in this league, is how teams can look so utterly dominant and then just,
Bengals last week. Who thought they were going to lose?
I mean, the Bengals defense had been playing some great football, man.
Yeah.
And Mike White goes up and down the field on them. It's wild. And never before, when you look at this league, it's pretty astounding. Like, the Rams went through a little bit of a stretch where you went, wow, they look great. How about Arizona? All right, now I know Murray, but look, he played in the game. He looked like he was fine. I mean, I know he was a little dinged against Green Bay, but you're going to tell me that no Devontae Adams, no Al Lazard, and you lose at home? And their defense the Arizona defense had been playing great.
Yeah. Well, that's why they always say, toughest league to win in, and
no, but just how week to week
it changes. Yeah,
the whole thing
week to week league.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It truly is incredible. Like right now, when you look at these teams, and we all know, we can all pick, 6 to 8 teams that are in the mix, right? Like you go AFC, Buffalo. I still like the Chargers. You still got Kansas. You can't write off Kansas City completely, right? Like, so you got those teams. It's a little bit more wide open because you go, well, I don't know about the North, because those, you like Cincinnati, you like Baltimore. Both teams have their warts, but they're both pretty good teams. Tennessee without Derrick Henry, I just don't see it.
I mean, and the Raiders are in first place of their division, right ahead of the Chiefs because of their struggles right now. Do you think the Raiders are a division-winning team?
I don't. I mean, I think they're a good team, and Derek Carr's playing some good football, man. I can't take anything away from Derek Carr. I don't know. Is that defense that good? I don't know. And then you got, in the NFC, is where you got a lot of power. Because
the West is ridiculous.
The Rams, when you get Von Miller, it means sick, right? So you got the Rams. You got Arizona. I still think Arizona's legit.
Yeah.
All right. Forget about San Fran, Seattle. Then you got Green Bay. Listen, Rodgers, when he does come back, and I don't know.
Well, here's the other thing. You say
so weird, but
you say forget Seattle, and I get it. But once Russell Wilson comes back, they're probably going to be out of playoff contention. But that's, he's going to keep on playing. It's not like he's going to.
I don't know, dude. Let me ask you a question, because they will be out of playoff contention.
You think he just sits out the rest of the year?
Wouldn't you? I mean, why play?
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to get traded, clearly. I mean, there's so much smoke around Russell Wilson being moved, a ton of it.
What's the next? So here's the thing. So you got Arizona and you got the Rams. You got Dallas in the East.
Yeah.
You got Tampa in the South, right? Green Bay in the North. Then you got the Then what? Is New Orleans? Like, I don't believe in New Orleans. Their defense is
Winston
good.
Dunn.
But is that right? Like, you go,
Trevor Siemian or Taysom Hill going to win them anything?
Oh, that's my point. Minnesota's kind of a.
They just lost to Cooper Rush.
Yeah. You watch. They're live this week.
Yeah?
Yeah. Anyway, we'll discuss it. We'll also discuss last night's game. To the Spectrum, American Showplace, as the Sixers did that last night. And Flyers Penguins tonight. Really looking for. And I got a big picture Flyers conversation. But joining us a little bit, D Gunn, and in top of the hour, the Geek will join us to go over all of your fantasy football start, sit questions, DFS, you name it. And now let me tell you about the Bagster. Are you working on renovations for your house? You getting a new roof, you organizing garage, the attic, maybe you're working on some landscaping. If any of that sounds like you, let me tell you about the perfect cleanup solution for all these projects. It's called the Bagster, by far the most convenient, affordable way to help with your cleanup. The Bagster is just an incredible product. 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag, sold at Home Depot, Lowe's, local home improvement stores everywhere for just $29.99. That's right, just $29.99. The Bagster, it's first of all, it's amazing. It holds 3,300 pounds of waste, and it's so easy to use. I've used it all summer. I'm a big Bagster man, as you know, for years. It helps me with all the moves and the house and all the stuff. I just want to throw everything and boom, throw it in a Bagster. It's great. There's no time limits. It's completely on demand. Go to thebagster.com to find the store nearest you for more details. This is Anthony Gargano telling you to clean it up this autumn with the Bagster. Dumpster in a bag.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Doubleheader tonight. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Safe Auto Insurance. Safe Auto Insurance offers low down payments and flexible payment options to help our customers stay on the road for less. Play it safe with Safe Auto. Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO for your fast and free quote today. Sixers and Flyers both in action tonight. Sixers tipping off at 7 o'clock in Detroit against the Pistons. The second game of a back-to-back. They took care of business against the Bulls yesterday. They were still without Tobias Harris and Danny Green. Tobias Harris currently dealing with COVID-19. Flyers in Pittsburgh taking on the Penguins. That puck drop is at 7 o'clock. That game will be on WMMR. Eagles getting set for their Sunday matchup against the Chargers. 4:05. You just heard from Charles Davis on with Anthony. That will be podcasted on 97.5thefanatic.com. Derek Gunn joins the show next at 12:40. The Geek answers all your fantasy football questions at 1. This update is also brought to you by New Jersey Transit FlexPass. Commuting? Take advantage of savings and flexibility with NJ Transit's FlexPass. That includes 21-way tickets at 20% discount. Get details at njtransit.com/FlexPass. Keep it locked right here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for 97.5 The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
Philadelphia Flyers skate in Pittsburgh tonight against the Penguins. They're even money. Penguins $1.20 home favorite, 6 under at PPG Paints Arena. Sidney Crosby out for the Penguins, COVID-19 positive with mild symptoms. In the NBA, the 76ers winners of 4 straight, laying 6.5 at the Pistons, who have lost 6 of their first 7 games to start the season, and they've been outscored by 13.5 points per game. Thursday night football today, the Jets are a 10.5-point road dog at the Colts. Zach Wilson out for the Jets. Mike White will get the start for the New York Jets. Eagles a 1.5 dog at home against the Chargers. DraftKings Sportsbook is America's top-rated sportsbook app. I'm Mike Sennett, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Adam Schefter, every Wednesday morning at 8:10 a.m.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Fletcher Cox was receiving interest around the league. I think what happened is that when Von Miller got traded for a 2 and a 3, the Von Miller deal impacted any potential Fletcher Cox deal to the point where it didn't get done.
Adam Schefter, every Wednesday morning at 8:10 a.m.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Philadelphia.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an authorized sports betting partner of the NBA, has an amazing offer for new customers. Bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game, and if they do, you win $200 in free bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet just $5 once again on any NBA team to win their game and win $200 in free bets. That's code FANATIC at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
As a two-time cancer survivor, I know that when it comes to funding cancer research, every dollar counts. That's why the John Kincaid Show chose the American Association for Cancer Research to be our official charity. If you've been touched by cancer directly or through someone you care about, join us in working to defeat these devastating diseases by making a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today at aacr.org/fanatic. Donations from private citizens like you and me add up to big breakthroughs that saves lives. And I'm living proof. Because thanks to research, more than 16.9 million Americans are cancer survivors today. Let's build that number up. Your donation supports the scientists and doctors that discovered the next breakthrough. So make giving hope to cancer patients and their families part of your routine. Make a monthly donation to AACR's Sustaining Hope Club. Donations in any amount add up, and they show that you care. Visit aacr.org/fanatic. That's aacr.org/fanatic to donate today, because I'm living proof. Cancer research saves lives.
With 24/7 customer service and guaranteed repairs, your Progressive policy works the way it's supposed to. Unlike this stressful meditation guide.
Take a deep breath. Focus on all the things you have to do. Did someone make the vet appointment yet? You don't know? That feels like something you should know.
Switch to Progressive today.
You are a mess.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Repairs through Progressive Network shops guaranteed for as long as you own or lease your car.
The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a brutal winter for our area. So consider this my public service announcement for all you procrastinators out there. Schedule a furnace tune-up with H&H Heating and Air Conditioning today. The company I trust to keep my system safe and our home comfortable. Visit DelcoHVAC.com. Schedule a furnace tune-up for $69 for a limited time. And ask about H&H's routine carbon monoxide testing. So you can sleep soundly knowing your family's safe. That's DelcoHVAC.com. Send the team at H&H. Regards from the Kincaids.
Bet Rivers Sportsbook wants you to experience Rush Pay. When you want to cash out your winnings, you don't want to wait 2 days just to get the go-ahead to withdraw your money. That's why Bet Rivers created Rush Pay. With Rush Pay, 80% of withdrawal requests are approved instantly, meaning you'll get your money faster. Why wait? Get your cash when you want it. Bet with a winner. Bet with Bet Rivers Sportsbook at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Big news from Simply Safe Home Security. Okay. Actually, I think the horns are too much. That's better. Big news. The new wireless outdoor security camera is here. Yes, Simply Safe's award-winning home security just got even better, taking whole home protection to a whole new level. Okay, I'm missing the horns. Simply Safe is celebrating this new camera by offering free shipping for a limited time. Visit simplysafe.com today.
From city streets to back roads, from road warrior to carpooler, there are some things you can always count on, like the reliability, durability, and power of DieHard, America's most trusted auto battery. No matter where your journey takes you, count on DieHard to get you started on the road ahead. Available at your local Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest stores.
At Fogo de Chão, start with dining different this holiday. Make the season special with jumbo shrimp and chilled lobster on our seafood tower. And then taste delight by trying the lamb chops and filet. And then go decadent with a melt-in-your-mouth Wagyu New York strip, carved tableside by a gaucho you swear looked just like Santa. At the very least, he did come bearing gifts. A new holiday tradition. It's what's next at Fogo de Chão.
Citadel Credit Union has a checking account that's built for you. For a limited time, get $300 when you open a new checking account at citadelbanking.com/radio. Citadel Credit Union, building strength together. Federally insured by NCUA.
Meineke is committed to keeping you and your vehicle safe and on the road. Right now, receive 50% off brake pads and shoes. Check engine light on? Don't delay. Sign up for Meineke Rewards at Meineke.com and receive free towing. Meineke, doing car care right.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Crazy. You know, the things that we get caught up in, it's hysterical.
Yeah, I forgot about my job here, you know.
No, we got to this whole soup, debate. And I'm debating the merits of soup to you and General T.Y. Johnson.
Listen, I'm with Tyrone. I'm like a bisque man or like a cream of broccoli, something like that. Delicious. Broccoli.
You also
broccoli
like the
cheddar.
cold soups, dude.
Yeah, my debate the what the hell is it called? What was I just calling it?
The beet soup.
The beet soup. Yeah, from the one of the Lithuanian dishes.
You're right. Well,
it's
listen,
delicious, man.
I can't hurt you. I mean, I can't.
It's the cold beet soup, but then you put in the hot potato into it, and then it kind of warms up a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not hot. The soup is meant to be
but
hot.
The hot potato kind of warms it up a little bit.
Yeah, but it's cold. I mean,
fantastic.
Now, my man Danny, he goes, Danny's the best because Danny, two things. One, he said, listen, tell Chunas not to use the breaking news sounder in sarcasm because he looks forward to the breaking news sounder. I understand that. Like when he hears that, he's expecting something big. And when you used it earlier today in sarcasm.
For Greg from Bethlehem.
Right.
We haven't heard from him in a while.
Right. So, it perked Danny's ears up.
Sorry, Danny.
You can't do that. But Danny said, you got to get Tyrone and have a soup conversation with Tyrone because I'm a huge proponent of the soup.
Yeah, you're a big soup man. You have soup in here often as a little lunch.
I love it. Then ramen. I love the ramen.
Yeah, but sometimes you make your own.
I do.
What's the little noodles that you use?
The little noodles?
Or are they lentils?
Oh, no, it's the pastine.
Ah, the pastine, yes.
Yeah, the pastine. I love listen, my wife makes the wedding soup.
Ah, okay.
Tremendous. With the little pastine and the meatballs, it's tremendous. Then I do but I like it all. Like, you don't even like chicken noodle.
No, chicken noodle is completely overrated, in my opinion.
A good chicken noodle?
Yeah, it's just my wife loves it. And I'm just like, she'll make it every once in a while. I'll be like, oh, thanks, honey. And
you don't eat it.
No, and it makes me think of being sick. Like my mom.
It's like medicine, dude. But it's good.
Why is it? It's chicken noodles.
Good.
Like chicken noodle soup.
The broth of the chicken.
You're
if you got
sick?
good.
Here's some chicken noodle soup. Oh, okay. I already don't like it now.
Because it makes you feel good. Chicken soup.
How?
Because it's tasty. It's good.
I got strep throat. The chicken it's not like it's an elixir of life.
It's the warm. Yes, it is. It actually is.
All right, well, give me another warm soup.
It's the warmth that goes down in your body.
All right, well, give me a warm tomato soup because I like a tomato soup.
All right, no, I don't understand what against the chicken there. I mean, you're a big chicken guy.
I'm a huge chicken guy because I barely eat red meat at the house.
How about the wonton soup? The wonton soup's a great soup.
I just like the noodle.
Yeah, well, okay.
No, like I'll.
You don't have any broth?
I'll try to get as much out.
The pho.
I'll mess around with the pho, but it's got to have the egg in it.
I don't do the egg.
Well, it's your own problem.
Nah,
I love the egg.
Nah.
And I love the egg in the pho.
But the Tyrone, he says the only thing he likes is the cream-based soups.
I prefer more cream stuff.
You don't even like the potato soup. Like, how could you not like potato soup?
I just said I like the potato soup. It's not a top one for me, but I like the potato soup.
But you were like, because I gave you the Moriarty's.
Well, you were about to go nuts.
It's delicious, dude.
Mr. Citywide checks in. Chicken noodle is the most overrated soup there is.
Okay, you find one person.
Yeah. No, Mr. Citywide, what he says goes, man.
Listen, you find one person says that. Whatever.
Oh, by the way, we do have a poll up and running today on the midday count.
Spectrum or soup?
Soup, of course. Poll of the day brought to us by Marvity Cans Heating and Air Conditioning. Marvity Cans Heating and Air Conditioning is open and able to assist you with any emergency service and replacement needs, including installation of air scrubbers, and other air quality products. Visit MarvityCans.com. On the midday count, is French onion soup actually good, or does it look better than how it actually tastes? 63% does say that French onion soup rules. 37% say definitely better looking.
See, that's great.
It's not like it's that crazy. You're not going 80. You're not going 80-20.
Dude, it's the 37% of people that don't appreciate French onion soup haven't had good French onion soup with the real Gruyere cheese.
Listen, I've tried it everywhere. Like, my wife gets it all the time, so I try it, and I've never enjoyed it.
The Gruyere cheese is what make like that, and it's got to be like baked, right? And it's got to be not thick. It's got to be the Gruyere, the real kind, and the broth can't be too salty. You got to cook down the onions in the wine. It's a big deal. Like, if it's made correctly, it's incredible. I'm not talking about going to one of these chain joints and grabbing some oversalted French onion.
It wasn't a chain joint. It was a nice place.
I doubt it. I doubt you.
You go to nice places.
I know you. Listen, I guess. I question sometimes.
It looks better than how it tastes, my man.
All right.
It's all right. By the way, our boy Slippin' Benny, who you wish to happy birthday.
I love Slippin' Benny. Slippin' Benny rules.
He's eating a boring lunch right now as we speak. Nice chicken noodle soup.
Nice. Benny. Benny's the best. Hope you had a great birthday, brother. I told him, make a memory, buddy. Make a memory. Nothing better than making memories. That's all life is. Series of
the
memories.
Fink checking in, too.
What's the Fink say?
He says, all soup is good soup, and chicken noodle is gosh dang goated. Andrew, and so is French onion soup. That melted cheese, and then it's the emojis with the tongue out.
See? You listen to the Fink. Fink knows, man. And he's a guy coming off. He's probably he was probably half-baked, and then coming out with this soup. It's a nice, especially now, we're in the soup weather.
Yeah, I'm a pro soup, man. It's just some soups
you're anti.
All right, listen, here you go. You're Mr. Nostalgia. So at Rye Created Disco checks in, the chicken noodle soup is so good because it's nostalgic. When you were young, you'd get it to make you feel better. When I'm not feeling well today, I go for a chicken noodle soup. Whether it actually helps or not, it feels like it does. Because it's all nostalgic.
No. I didn't get, my mother didn't give me chicken. She didn't give me like your classic chicken soup when I was sick.
That's what my mom did. It's what a lot.
I'm saying, but that's not nostalgia. It's good. It's actually good. This is a great story. Speaking of the spectrum, Joanne checks in. You ready?
Our Flyers fan, Joanne, right?
Yeah, she's the best. She goes, I remember Section 51, Row 3, Flyers, May 19th, 1974. Right? My husband and I are passing the joint.
Nice.
The light falls onto the guy in front of my girlfriend, and his shirt starts smoldering.
No!
My husband starts trying to put out the fire. He turns around like, what the hell? And my girlfriend says, hey, this guy Mike just saved your life.
That's awesome.
Is that awesome?
Beautiful.
They're up in the second level.
Good save by the friend.
Right.
Major save there.
And the light just falls on the shirt starts to smoke. Oh. Dustin, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Dustin.
Yeah, that was a classic Bonesman story right there.
Right? I gotta give Joanne lots of props.
Much love, lady. Much love.
Yeah. Strong.
Dude, I don't know what it is your obsession with cold foods, man. I can't even touch a cold food.
He's a psychopath.
Man.
Psychopath.
What I'm telling you with his flat soda stuff. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a top 10 weird thing. Yes.
I'm simple when it comes to soup. It's beef stew, chicken noodle, and I've come to fall in love with the corn chowder at Wawa. That is a fine item.
Really?
I don't know if you tried the corn chowder.
I'm not a big corn chowder.
Neither was I. I'm not a big chowder guy.
Nah, I'm not either.
It went back.
I don't like the clam. I like the red clam, not the white clam.
Those are my young the Price is Right stories. You're home from school, you get a bowl of soup. The Price is Right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's the only one thing I liked about that show was the wheel. Like when you spun the wheel, like if I always wanted to spin the wheel so it never stopped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's when it was good. Then it turned into, I don't know what you want to call it now with Drew Carey, but it's pretty creepy in my mind. You know
I was never a big game show guy. Like, I bet you Johnny Kincaid was a big game show man.
Oh, Stone Cold. Lock.
Yeah.
That's a lock.
That's a lock, right? Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so you guys are talking about the Spectrum. I've always had a personal love for the Spectrum. As a kid going in and everything, I've always appreciated and respected the ushers there. Now, you said you were an usher, right, cuz?
I was an usher. Now, the security guys wore the red jackets. The ushers wore the blue jackets. I was a blue jacket guy.
Yeah, so my grandfather, R.M.P. Papa, he was an usher at the Spectrum, the, whatchamacallit, Connie Mack. He was an usher at the
he was a fixture.
Oh, yes, absolutely, yeah. So that's where my young days start going in there. But that's where I guess I learned to appreciate it. It might be different now because of COVID, but then you knew your usher. You knew your usher personally. They remembered your name. I don't know how then people remember names like that because they have a name tag. We don't. So, we had the upper hand because they had the name tag. But, I mean, I miss the Spectrum like no other because of how close it was to the court. Now, real quick before you let me out. My last time in that stadium, you remember when the Sixers had that one-time game?
Yes, against the Bulls, yes.
Exactly, yeah. So, me and my dad and my brothers all went down there last minute. It was my birthday, day before my birthday.
Awesome.
Yeah, my birthday always...
That was like March?
Yeah, March 10th is my birthday.
Yeah.
So it was always Sixers games for my birthday. So, we're like it's like a quarter left in the game. Me and my brothers were like, all right, scatter. We start scattering around the stadium trying to find things that we could keep. Like looking for things and stuff
What'd
like
you
that.
steal? Did you get anything good?
Well, right at the exit, there was those nice fold-up cushy chairs.
Oh, you got a Spectrum chair?
No. Oh, it gets better. Not the permanent chairs, the fold-up ones. So
I know those chairs, yeah.
I got two other brothers. My older brother and me were like, we told my little brother, go occupy that guy. So we went and started asking a question to one of the guys working there. We grabbed both of the chairs, we jet out the door. I get in my car, it's me, my brothers, and my dad. We got the chairs in the back. And all of a sudden, cops are knocking on my door on the car. They're like, give us the chairs.
Oh, no!
My brother's like, drive, dude. My dad's like, you stay across the street, there's 3 cop cars there. Give them the damn chairs back.
Damn!
It's a funny story to this day, but you know what? I did buy my dad 2 of those permanent seats, so we do have them in the basement.
Oh, that's cool. That's all.
Play the freaking
song, Judas. There we go. Let's get that rocking again, man. That's a shame. I remember doing a show the last day before the Wrecking Ball hit the Spectrum. That was a Wrecking Ball piece. The vet was imploded.
Implosion, yeah.
The Spectrum was a Wrecking Ball piece. And I broadcast live. I shed a tear during the Wrecking Ball.
Which do you prefer?
I saw it.
Are you Wrecking Ball or Demolition Man?
I actually did both. This vet was a Sunday morning, and I was there, and I cried. I was on the air, the other station, broadcast live, and then I did the Spectrum. 2 of my favorite haunts. By the way, Johnny the Kincaid is a game show maven. He knows the theme songs. That's not a surprise. That was a lock. Joining us, as he does every week, he's getting ready for the pregame show. It's going to be incredible at the Navy Yard. Love it. Our man, along with Devon, D-Gun. What's going on, D-Gun?
Anthony, what's up, my man?
D-Gun, a couple things. One, are you a soup man?
Absolutely.
Sure. Tell the Tunis. He doesn't like chicken soup.
You know what? I just told him before we came out, I said, you got to be one of the most boring people I've ever met. Chicken noodle soup was a staple when I was growing up. And I knew
boring? That's the most boring soup.
It is not, man. You've never had my wife's homemade chicken noodles.
There's no flair to the chicken noodle.
I bet you that's just...
Like a chowder's got more life than a chicken noodle. You can't go boring.
I love New England clam chowder. But chicken noodle soup, man, there's just something about it that's soothing to the palate.
Yes. Yes.
And see, what I like to do, I like to do is get me a couple of saltine crackers and crumble them up and put them in there. It just enhances the whole thing.
Oh, we got to do the
Anthony, Anthony, I don't even know why you do a show with this guy. But he's boring, man.
Well,
does he like anything?
Well, he's weird, right?
Yes, weird.
He's not boring. Weird. He's just more weird. He likes he's like psycho weird. Like he likes cold soup, cold beet soup. I mean, seriously,
what?
Cold beet soup?
No.
I mean, I'd rather drink trash juice.
Exactly, man. No. Your soup needs to be. I like to see that steam coming up from the soup.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
He doesn't like French onion. This kid.
Oh, come on,
Looks
man.
better than it's how it tastes. Looks way better than how it tastes.
Way wrong.
Oh my goodness. Somebody needs to reprogram him quick.
I know. I keep trying to tell him, man. He's,
And Anthony, just lay your hands on him and pray for him, man. That's all we can do at this point.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. Now, were you do you remember the Spectrum?
The Spectrum?
Yeah.
Very little. The only time that I ventured into the Spectrum was way back in the early 80s when I was working for CBS out of Milwaukee, and I was here for a Game 7 between the Bucks and the Sixers.
Oh, my God, you were here. That was Mother's Day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was here for that
front
game.
Rim.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my God,
yeah.
Sixers won by a point.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was Game 7. What a great game back then! It was the Bucks had Sidney Moncrief and Paul Presti, and all those guys, man. Yeah, I grew up covering those guys. They were
Marcus
Johnson.
Yeah.
Marcus Johnson. They were all good friends.
They had the three ugliest centers on the face of the earth. Like they look like monsters. Alton Lister.
Yep.
Paul
Mokeski. Alton's still a good friend of mine. Paul McKeskey, I agree.
And Randy Brewer.
Randy Brewer.
He looked like he walked out of a swamp.
You're right. They had the all-monster team, man. But, you know, the funny thing is...
How about Terry Cummings, too? Snake Man.
Terry Cummings, yes. As good as that team was, they never got over the hump and made it to the finals.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got to the playoffs like 5-6 years in a row, just could not get over the hump and get to the finals.
Dude, they said... I'll never forget Sports Illustrated. I'm a kid, right? And so, I get the Sports Illustrated. I was the geek. And all of a sudden, on the covers, Moses. Sixers in 7 by 1. Oh, wow. Awesome.
Man. Hey, I still have a pair of Alton Lister and Bob Lanier sneakers in my club.
Get out. Bob Lanier. There was a size 19 or 20. What was it?
Well, you know, the myth was he wore a size 22, and it used to bother him. He wore a size 19.
All right, yeah.
Which is still a boat.
Oh, yeah. No, without a doubt. Now, you can live in that thing.
Yeah, man. I still have them, man. They're sitting there curled up in the corner.
That's cool, man. So you used to cover games at the Mecca.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Oh, D-Gun. That's like legendary, Sixer buck pass. So, do you remember the court? It was like the ugliest court ever. One
of the ugliest courts I've ever seen.
Right, with the couple shades of green.
Yes.
Puke green, and it was, horrible.
And I hated the logo. I hated the deer logo they had on the uniforms. I hated it.
Yeah. Now they also had you remember they would do the the organ would play something. Do you remember this? When they would inbound the ball, the organ would play like a couple notes. I think it was Benny and the Jets. Yeah. That's good. Listen, I know all about the Mecca.
Don Nelson was the head coach.
Yes. All right, I'm getting the. All right, listen, Digo, I'm getting the. You got 2 minutes left in this segment. You're talking about the Mecca and Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee. So I guess we got to talk birds. What do we expect on Sunday? I mean, it is what it is. I'm just looking forward to the game, right?
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is seeing if Sirianni and Gannon build upon what they did at Detroit in terms of staying committed to a running game and blitzing more. Now, you can run all up and down the field on this Chargers defense. But if they got down by a score or 2 scores early, don't abandon the run because you're still in the game. There's still a lot of football to be played.
Yes.
And you look at this Chargers team, for as many weapons as they have, they play a lot of close games. It's not like they blow people out.
That's true. Yeah.
So you have a chance to stay in this game, and I do think the Eagles have enough personnel to stay with this team and possibly pull out a win. But you got to get to Justin Herbert because when that kid gets in a zone, he's one of these good young up and coming.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
and he's got two great pass. Well, you can throw in Jared Cook also, but 2 great pass catchers on the outside. I mean, he's got
Eckler out of the backfield. I'm an Eckler fan.
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
That kid Eckler, man, it's like. What does he do? Does he shoot himself up before a game? The punishment he takes and the punishment he dishes out, and he keeps the legs churning, man. He just bounces off people.
I know.
Good running back.
Now, Herbert apparently has got a little bit of a hand, limited in practice. So I don't know. Maybe he can't grip it. Well, Brady had that Thursday night too, and he didn't miss.
Well, keep your fingers crossed. I don't go by any injury reports on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I agree.
I really don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. A lot of gamesmanship. I hear you.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, but I'd expect a good game. This crowd's going to be jumping. And, like you and I talked about last week, I just wanted to see the Eagles win that game against Detroit so that the fans are in a feeding frenzy in a positive manner more so than a negative.
Yes.
And now, you know what I'm saying? So now that the team won, they're going to be rabid. It's going to be packed. Drown out the Chargers signal calling and audibles so that, they have to waste timeouts and all that good stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing a good game. Good game Sunday.
I like it. Well, you'll be doing the pregame show, and you'll be doing the pregame show, getting everybody hyped.
Yeah, man, I'll be on the show with Devon. We'll be back at the Navy Yard. I love hanging out with him. Love chat. He never knows what I'm going to say next. He goes, something's wrong with you. I said, I know. I admit it. Hey, man, by the way, I want to tell everybody out there, if you get a chance, listen to this week's Gun 1. It should drop tonight or tomorrow. I had Leonard Weaver on this week.
Wow.
And, he's a head high school football coach down in Lake Worth, Florida now. And, man, we went back. We talked about the Eagles, but we went back to that devastating injury, and he talked about how he battled depression. He was doing drugs and alcohol, and how he fought his way out of that to where he is now. It's a great conversation. Gun 1, the latest edition. So I advise anybody out there, if you get a chance to listen to it, it's a lot of inspirational messages on that podcast.
I love it. We'll make sure the Gun on 1 podcast, baby. Great stuff, my brother. Always a pleasure. You know that.
I appreciate you, my man. You guys have a great day. And Andrew, come on, man. Change your food taste, bro. Change your food taste.
Nah. I'm good.
Thanks, D-Gun. Appreciate
You guys
it.
have a good
He's
one.
hopeless. Appreciate it.
You can't say that I'm boring for my food taste and then say that chicken noodle soup's the best. Let's be honest. In terms of boring soups, chicken noodles are boring soup.
It depends how it's made. But whatever. Like, you get the whole chicken. Depends how you make it. Like, is it really home? Not like you get a canned soup, Charlie.
I like a canned soup every once in a while.
Yeah, see, you can't go canned.
Had a canned tomato
The
paste
homemade.
the other day.
We gotta make the homemade. Dude, I had the snapper soup the other day.
I like a snapper soup.
I bought the sherry.
Oh, sorry for me.
I actually went and bought sherry for the snapper. It was delicious. All right, let's we're talking Primos, man. Speaking of delicious foods, are you kidding me? So listen, anytime you want to have a party, right, you got to have the Primos. It's a staple for the party. So this morning, the morning show, John and Bob and Pat, they threw Jamie a party. So they needed the Primos to go with it. Sure enough, we got the Primos. They delivered the party trays, came all the way out. In fact, Pat from the Ardmore store opened early, made all the hoagies. The party trays are the best. They brought 2 gigantic party trays of hoagies in, and then, it was it. That completed the party. Make sure if you're throwing a party, now whether it's, football related for all the games or holiday related, people are coming over, don't forget the Primos party tray. And while you're at it, if you're in the mood, speaking of holidays, the Pilgrim is back. It's Thanksgiving dinner on a roll, and then the great seeded rolls, big fresh in store every couple hours. Make sure you go to primohoagies.com, check out over 90 area locations. There's going to be one near you, and then you'll say what I always said. It's not just a hoagie. It's a Primo.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Doubleheader for Philly. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Sixers and Flyers both in action tonight. Sixers, second game of back-to-back. They beat the Chicago Bulls, not the Bills, the Bulls last night. They now head to Detroit to take on the Pistons. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. You can listen to that game right here on The Fanatic. Also at 7 o'clock, Flyers facing the Pittsburgh Penguins. That game will be on WMMR. You've heard from Charles Davis and Derek Gunn. Those interviews will be podcast on 97.5thefanatic.com. The Geek comes your way next at 1 o'clock to answer all your fantasy football questions. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Jams it with the right hand and then stares them down.
Sixers Pistons tonight at 7. Hear all the action right here on your home for 76ers basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Corona, proud sponsor of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Inside the Birds with Jeff Mosher and Adam Kaplan. Mondays from 6 to 8.
I love watching Boston Scott. He's got great energy. Did you notice the spacing that he got? They never got inside penetration, the Lions. First touchdown, watch Dickerson maul the defensive tackle. He grinded this guy to a pulp. It was pretty impressive. And Lane Johnson, by the way, had a great game.
Inside the Birds is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an authorized sports betting partner of the NBA, has an amazing offer for new customers. Bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game, and if they do, you win $200 in free bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet just $5 once again on any NBA team to win their game and win $200 in free bets. That's code FANATIC at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I ho hate Steven Singer.
That's cute.
So the holidays are coming and I hate to ask, but I need some ideas.
You can't go wrong with my diamond stud earrings. They are a fantastic gift.
Diamond studs? Sounds expensive.
Get this, our diamond studs grow.
What do I have to do? Water them?
No, I have a lifetime trade-in available on all diamond studs. Get what makes sense for you now, and you could always grow into a larger pair. You get 100% full trade-in.
100%? Gotta be a catch, right?
Nope. You get 100% of what you invested back, and we sell more diamond studs than any other single store in the country. So you can be confident we know what we're doing.
I think I just ran out of reasons to hate you.
Visit IHateStevenSinger.com and check out my Anita Diamond Studs. Experts are always available to help you pick out the perfect pair.
Hurt on the job? You need someone who will fight for you, stand up to the insurance companies, and knows the laws in Pennsylvania. Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers, wrote the book on workers' compensation in Pennsylvania, and they will fight for you. Visit PAWorkinjury.com now. When you're hurt at work, turn to a team you can trust. With offices in Center City, Bristol, Malvern, Allentown, Reading, Sunbury, and Harrisburg. We are ready to get you the justice you deserve. Call or click today. Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers.
Meet Brian Bridges. He's the owner of a tattoo shop in Philadelphia. Although Brian is used to getting email requests for tattoos, he was surprised when he saw one from a well-known celebrity in Los Angeles. So he turned to his American Express Business Platinum card, which lets him earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked through AmexTravel.com. Talk about the sweet life. Built for business by American Express. This story features a fictional character from a fictional business. Terms apply. Learn more at AmericanExpress.com/business platinum. Don't do business without it.
Is it my favorite song? I don't know.
Oh, it definitely is.
Well, it's at the top of my playlist. 1-800-SAVE-AUTO. It's my morning alarm.
Every morning.
I like this jingle. I mean, in just 3 minutes, you can get a low down payment on state minimum coverage, so you can get back on the road. What's not to love? 1-800. Sorry, hold on. Hello?
It's even her ringtone.
Play it safe, safe auto.
Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO for your quote today.
Hey, it's Rich Gannon. As a former league MVP, I go with the best, the home team. It's football season, and make sure you bet with the best. The Parx Casino Sportsbook app, based right here in the Delaware Valley. New customers sign up right now and get your first bet risk-free up to $500. Download the app or click parxcasino.com/PA. Use promo code TOUCHDOWN. Your risk-free bet refunded Insight Credit. Website has all the details.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Holidays are here, and so is fashionable fitness. Gift yourself a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 5G, a phone that folds in half to literally stand on its own. Pair it with the Galaxy Watch 4 for ultimate wellness and wow factor. Check health stats, flex personal records. Over 90 activities can be tracked, like biking, swimming, golfing, and more. Invest in yourself with tech made to crush goals. Holidays open up with Galaxy. Shop it all at Samsung.com. 5G connection and availability may vary. Check with carrier. Products sold separately.
For the ones who are always in the know.
Delivery confirmed.
For the ones who keep things running. For the innovators and the problem solvers. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, experienced staff at local branches, and free access to experts to help answer your toughest questions. So whatever challenge you face, we have the knowledge and products to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In sports, if someone misses their assignment, your team is in deep shit. The same is true for your building's water and wastewater pump system. If one pump goes down, you'll be knee-deep in, well, you get the picture. Trust Pumpman Philly to troubleshoot, repair, rebuild, and maintain the commercial, industrial, or municipal water and wastewater pump system in your building or facility. Call Pumpman Philly at 833-559-PUMP or visit pumpmanphilly.com. Pumpman Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow.
What's up, guys? It's Andrew. This week marks the halfway point of the football season, and there's a big Sunday matchup between Green Bay and Kansas City. I love big matchup between Green Bay and Kansas City. One of them doesn't have their quarterback. FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge is about to make it even bigger. This is why FanDuel's the best. Because of everything that's going on with Rodgers, they're not taking it off the books. That's awesome. FanDuel's giving new customers 30-1 odds on either team to win, and that means you can win $150 on just a $5 bet. No Rodgers? You can't bet KC. I don't care how much they've been struggling. I don't care how much they don't look like themselves. Casey's got to win this one, right? FanDuel is sports betting made simple, and they're always hooking you up with great offers. Plus, when you win, you'll get paid in as little as 24 hours. See for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Just sign up with promo code Fanatic this week before the Aaron Rodgers-less Green Bay squad takes on Kansas City. You could win $150 on a $5 bet. Remember, use promo code Fanatic exclusively on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Must be 21 plus and present in PA. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus $150. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, 1 o'clock across the Delaware Valley. Sit tight, because a lot of great people on the line. Want to talk Spectrum, want to talk Flyers, Sixers, you name it. But joining us like he does every Thursday at 1 o'clock. You know, listen, I was searched long and hard. Every outhouse, hen house, you know it, to find an expert, a fantasy expert, a guru. And you know what? I found them. Yeah, this dude is the greatest. He only goes by geek. You hear him here. He loves Philadelphia. That's what I love about him. Like, he's a funny dude, but he knows his stuff, and he loves Philadelphia. And listen, you got start-sit questions? Here's the deal. You hit me up at Anthony Lewis Gargano on Instagram. You hit the Tunis up at Tunis.
975, yes, but if you can, 975 middays for some questions as well.
All right, so you hit those two spots, and then we'll give Geek the questions, or you can call. We got, I think, one open line if you want to check in and give the Geek a question. Here he is, without further ado, Geek. Geekus!
All right, what's up, cuz? What's going on, fellas?
Geekus, before we get started, you have a great thing you told us about last week. It's up and running on Twitter, actually, at the Sharp app, your app. Tell us about it.
Oh yeah, we've got what I'm calling the Philly special, guys. This is Philly's favorite son, Brian Dawkins, signed jersey giveaway. All you've got to do is get on Twitter, go to the @TheSharp app handle. It's the pinned tweet at the top, the Philly special tweet. You're just going to respond, retweet the tweet, and respond with your favorite Philly sports moment. And I got to tell you something, guys. I've had a great time reading some of these moments because a lot of the guys come in and they're really talking about, a game they went with their family or my last game with my dad. It's really been touching to see a lot of these incredible moments. Of course, the Philly special and whatnot. So somebody's winning a signed Brian Dawkins jersey. This thing ends on Saturday. There's about 50 responses so far, so you've got a really high chance of getting this awesome piece of sports paraphernalia. Philly's favorite son, the dog. I heard it from the man himself, Cuz Gargano, in terms of who you guys love over there. And so we took care of it for you. Go to the Sharp app, @TheSharp app on Twitter, and just reply to that pinned tweet, and you're going to have the potential somebody's getting chosen for that jersey.
I love it. All right, let's get some business going on. Let's start off. Dave Madonna says Cortland Sutton or Devontae Parker.
Yeah, how about this? Check this out, Dave. You're playing Devontae Parker this week. As much as Cortland Sutton seems like the man, he's going up against Trey Diggs. Don't want to mess with that matchup at all. And Devontae Parker has seen a 30% target share. Good chance Tua throws 40 attempts in this game. 40, 30%. You're talking the potential for 12 targets right there. As crazy as it sounds, going with Parker.
Rich Rod says, give me his projected low-owned DFS play this weekend. One of those guys, because I know you do that. The low-owned DFS. You're. This is amazing. You have all that data.
Last week we had Michael Carter as one of our favorite low-owned plays, and it was a scary one to pull the trigger on, but it worked out really nicely. And while ownerships aren't really prominent right now, my favorite, and it's going to actually reflect back to that same game, my favorite guy that I don't think people are going to be on, and my favorite stack of the week in DFS is Tua to two of, not one of, but two of either Parker, Waddle, or Gesicki. I need two of them with Tua.
Wow.
Two for Tua.
Two times. She was playing. Yes. I know the geek will like that.
I'm enjoying that music, whatever.
I know you are. Here's Sean. I need the geek. With Metcalf on a bye, who do you start at wide receiver 2? Robbie Anderson or Waddle?
Go for Waddle, man. That's an easy one. Robbie Anderson is poisoned. Get him off. Him and Odell Beckham. Drop him.
All right.
Don't drop Odell.
Luis wants to know, full point PPR, Darnell Mooney or Quez Watkins?
Got to play Quez here. I'm sorry. You got to play Mooney here.
I was going to say you're going to.
No. I just the words came out wrong. I know I'm talking to the Eagles crowd. No, we're playing Darnell here. Quez is like a 3 target per game guy. Can't be trusted.
Yeah. I hear you. I like Quez. I think he needs to be more. All right, choose a few more, then you go. Amar wants to know Cooks, Damian Harris, or Booker in the flex.
All right. Really, most weeks we're going to play Brandon Cooks there. You know this. But Brandon Cooks has a very, very brutal matchup. Very brutal matchup. I can't even remember the game. All I know is it's a brutal matchup. We're going with Devontae Booker, assuming he starts. Assuming that Saquon does not come back, it's Devontae Booker. That's the play.
All right. How about this? John D. Barber says, can you ask Geek Corey Davis or Dallas Goedert for his flex spot?
It's only Dallas Goedert. Corey Davis is not going to play this week.
Oh, look at this. Okay.
That was an easy one.
All right. Cody B., my man, says Tony Pollard or Kenyon Drake for the Geek for RB2 PPR league.
That one's pretty gross. I'm going to go Tony Pollard in this case. but that's a pretty brutal choice. I'll go Pollard.
You're going to go Pollard, all right? Todd wants to know Jalen Hurts or Wentz tonight.
Wow. Okay, we're playing Jalen Hurts.
And you're an anti-Wentzman, too, by the way.
I hate the face. I can't help it. I hate the face. Listen, I think both of them are very playable, but Wentz has a great opportunity to rely on the running game tonight. I don't expect the Jets to be competitive. They're massive favorites. I know Dave White, Derek White, Doug White, whatever the kid's name is, has played well. But I don't expect the Jets to be super competitive. I think the Colts will rely on the run. Jonathan Taylor game tonight, which leaves us with Carson Wentz, who's going to be Jalen Hurts, who's going to be running around. Last week was an anomaly. The Eagles are not going to blow out and destroy opponents with the running game. I mean, they haven't done that all year. It was a bizarre game last week. I don't think that'll continue. It's a much closer game, and we'll get a little bit of garbage time goodness, or one way or another.
Garbage time goodness. That's your man. You are. You should be next to him in the trash truck. You love him.
I'll ride it.
I know you would. Sean Patrick Keogh wants to know Marvin Jones, Boyd, or Landry in the flex spot.
Oh, Marvin Jones. Very brutal matchup. We can't play Marvin Jones against the Bills. Tyler Boyd is fine. He's up and down. I'm going to go with Landry here. Odell Beckham, gone. Poison, gone. Landry, team leader, going to step up. You know, he's a leader. Juice. He's a leader of men. And I think he's going to rally the team. And somehow that will mean more targets for Landry. I don't know why.
I like Landry too, dude. I agree with you, but you're the expert. Bobby Bomboy says, my whole fantasy team is devastated. I got injuries and buys. Do I start Ty Johnson or Mike Davis?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no. That's the choice? Wow. I can't start Mike Davis. That matchup is tough. I mean, Tyler Johnson tonight, oof. I guess Ty, I don't know. That's a brutal chip. Flip a coin.
All
that's
right.
Horrible. You're going to lose this week. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a sin. Steve Buster says, Michael Pittman Jr. or Devontae Parker flex wide receiver.
Let's see here. Michael Pittman Jr. tonight. Wow.
Or Devontae. Sounds like you're a Devontae man.
I like that too. I like that too a game. I like everything about it. I'm going with Devontae here. I'm going with Waddle. I'm going with Devontae. I think the target expectation is elevated for those guys. And again, I just think that the Colts. Now, you guys will know real quick if I'm right or wrong, but I think the Colts will be able to lean on the run here, and we're not going to need as much from their pass catchers. They don't have anybody but Pittman. So, I mean, Pittman has a elevated floor just because there's no one else there. But I think we're going to play those Dolphins. Both good, though. Yeah, you know what? Both good plays.
I like it. All right. What do you think there, Tunis?
All right, so I have a specific name that's been brought up a lot. I see Griffin and Sam from England on the YouTube chat are asking about him. I've been texted about it. I've seen it on Twitter. Do you feel safe, Geek, starting Boston Scott after last week?
Do I feel safe? No. But can we play him? Yes. So, you know, obviously it depends on the choices, but, like, I'd play Boston Scott over Ty Johnson. And you know, that previous question we got with those two awful choices. So, I mean, Boston Scott's going to have he's going to get work. He'll get 12 carries, you know, and I don't think it's going to be like last week where he scored all those touchdowns, but I have a dynasty team where I have to start Boston Scott, and, you know, there could be worse things than that, I guess.
Okay. All right, well, that sounds good. Soda Pop wants to know he's in a deep dynasty league with a lot of flexes. PPR league, pick two, Cole Beasley, Emmanuel Sanders, or Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I mean, how do you choose between Cole Beasley and Emmanuel Sanders? It just flips back and forth between which guy is the guy week after week. I'm going to favor Emmanuel Sanders this week there because Beasley did it last week, and, you know, it just kind of seems to flow that way. And I'll go right back to Devontae Smith. I don't care. I'm a believer. Jalen Hurts, my guy.
Kevin Bird on Twitter wants to know Myles Gaskin or Elijah Mitchell.
Trash man.
Myles Gaskin or Elijah Mitchell this week. So, if there was ever a week to play Myles Gaskin, this is probably the time. He'll get targets in that game, but, given those two guys and the way that San Francisco likes to play the game, even though they don't throw to Eli Mitchell, or as I like to call him, Elijah Mitchell, I think it's Mitchell that you go with. He's got a Q tag going on. Let's make sure he practices whatever he plays. But it's going to be Mitchell for me over Gaskin. But I do like both, and I think if somebody's listening and you have Gaskin and you're like, hey, can I play him in my flex? The answer is yes. This is the week where you could play Gaskin, but I like Mitchell a little more touchdown equity.
All right, Ryan on YouTube wants to know James Conner or Melvin Gordon.
Ooh, another tough one. I don't like Conner this week. Actually, so if you think about Conner and you think about an injured Kyler Murray, we don't know if Kyler Murray's going to play. Let's say he does play, but he's got the ankle injury. It makes it less likely that Kyler Murray will run for the tutties. He likes to steal the tutties from himself. That takes it away from Conner, who comes in around the goal line and gets.
He's a tutty thief.
Yeah, he's a tutty thief. That's what Kyler Murray is. He's his own vulture.
Yes.
Right. So in this case, I don't expect him to want to run the football at all in this game, which means Conner could sneak in a touchdown or two, just from that extra action.
But that?
In general, I don't like Conner, so I'd rather bet that touchdown prop than actually play him on my fantasy team because he's not going to do anything else but score the touchdowns. What was the other name?
Where was I here? It was Conner or Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, and Gordon's the half share guy, but it is going to go. I'm going to go Gordon in that. Given the choice, I'm going Gordon.
All right, I got to ask you a question for a lot of people because a lot of people obviously lost their biggest player in Derrick Henry. Do you feel comfortable going to Adrian Peterson?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't think so.
This was an interesting dilemma this week, and for everybody in your fantasy league, this played out on the waivers and the FOB, right? And you had people putting full FOB on Adrian Peterson, which I think is crazy, and others putting the full FOB on Jeremy McNichols, a.k.a. Jeremy McBitcoins, right? And for me, I'm about McNichols, right? I'm all about McBitcoins because he's been doing it. Adrian Peterson is old, right? And you guys know, listen, I know. When you're old and you sit around for a couple of weeks, couple of months, you're not playing, the belly gets a little bigger, you're eating well, the athleticism starts to go. There's no way Adrian Peterson is coming in healthy and athletic. He hasn't been on a team. Where has he been? He's been hanging out at his house in the basement watching football games like the rest of us. And think about the shape that you're in right now. Do you think you'd get out there and play football? No. There's no way I think that Adrian Peterson is just coming out of the blue and going to be this. He was already old and he was already slow. I hate it. I feel bad for anybody who wasted all their FOB on Adrian Peterson. It's Jeremy McNichols who's going to be the guy.
All right, one more from the YouTube chat because Zach and I see a couple other people dealing with this issue because of Aaron Rodgers being out. They're in desperate need for a quarterback for this weekend. So the names Mike White are coming up. Obviously, you've talked about Tua and your love for him for this week, and Tyrod Taylor. Yeah. Would you rank anyone at the top between those three?
It's definitely Tua, and it's an easy one. And if Tyrod comes back, I like Tyrod. Second, Mike White, my beloved New York Jets quarterback, new franchise quarterback. He's going to be third on that list. I think it's a tough ask for him to follow up that incredible, miraculous offensive player of the week performance with another even really competent performance tonight. But I do have to say, wasn't it nice to see the Jets finally operate under a competent quarterback? Wasn't it nice? It was relief for me personally. Finally, some competence.
Yeah, I know you. And he's a Jet fan. Listen, we Eagle fans can relate to the Jet fans for sure.
We relieve green together.
That's right.
Green together over here, and we share in each other's misery.
All right, real quick. Gabriel wants to know, do you? I got one receiver to add to start this week. Tony, Landry, Claypool, or Renfro?
I like the upside of Tony there. I like all of those receivers are viable. People will say Renfro elevated a target floor with fewer wide receivers available to that team. I don't really buy that much. I don't think his role is going to change that much. I think Kadarius Toney brings the highest upside of any of those guys. A lot of explosiveness. I'd probably rank them Tony, Landry, and then I already forgot the guy I was just talking about. So
Renfro? Okay.
Renfro, yeah. Tony, Landry, Renfro, in that order.
All right, real quick. Are you a French onion soup man?
I'm not. I don't know that I've ever ordered French onion soup at a restaurant. Never.
Really?
It looks better than how it tastes.
We're fighting over the soup. Now, all right, let me ask you this. Because the Tunis is anti-chicken soup, too.
Ooh, that's not acceptable, Chun. That's not acceptable. Love some chicken soup.
Just reminds me of stomach aches, that's all.
It reminds you of being sick?
Yes, exactly.
But it should remind you of making you feel better.
Yes.
No, because then I puked it up.
Don't ruin chicken soup for me.
Oh, my God.
Chicken in there.
Speaking of the chicken, did you get the chicken this week?
No chicken this week. Wife got the COVID shot. She's home. I didn't get my solo time.
Yeah.
From that
you're under lockdown.
Yeah. I have to.
The Bonnie situation.
Grilled chicken salad. You have no idea. I want to throw it up. The way that Tuna feels about chicken soup, that's how I feel about grilled chicken salad.
Yeah, dude. I hear you.
Too healthy.
I hear you. Hey, download the Sharp app. You want to bet games this week? You want to go with your fantasy? You need to know the Sharp app. It's free. It's the geeks. It's free. Check it out. The Sharp app, all kinds of stuff. You'll go through it. You'll be hooked. It's awesome. It's free in the App Store, whether it's Android or Apple. Make sure you download the Sharp app. All right, my brother. Great stuff as always, geek.
I love it. Thanks for having me on, guys.
You're the best. See you, buddy. All right, that was fast, man. That segment just motors. We got to come back and go right to the phone calls. Josh has been hanging. He wants to talk a little Sixers. Uncle Frank, all over the Flyers. Joe wants to talk Spectrum. Andy wants to talk Spectrum. Fantastic. Mark, we see everybody. Run through you guys coming up next. Golden Nugget Jewelers. Let me tell you about it, because you met that beautiful girl, right? And now you go, I want to get engaged. You met her. It's it's engagement season. It's holiday season. As soon as November hits, forget about it. Like, usually like Halloween through New Year's is when you get engaged. That's it. So knowing that, here's what you want to do. You want to go to Golden Nugget Jewelers, right in the heart of Jewelers Row, Center City, 8th and Chestnut. See Yaron. Yaron's the man. He's like the chicken soup of jewelers. All right? He's going to take care of you. Make you feel all better and easy inside. You'll have the beautiful ring, the settings, Corey Viraggio. You'll be hooked up. Right? You'll learn all about the diamond. And then it'll be up to you whether you want to get engaged around the night before Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving night, that weekend. Somehow do it before Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever. New Year's Day. It's all there. You got plenty of incredible times to get engaged. Make sure you go to Golden Nugget Jewelers, GoldenNuggetJewelers.com. Golden Nugget Jewelers is where Philly gets engaged.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Doubleheader in Philly. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Dunkin'. Sip through the holidays with the $2 medium holiday blend coffee at Dunkin'. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. More so, a doubleheader for Philly, not in Philly, because the Sixers will be in Detroit tonight taking on the Pistons. This is the second game of their back-to-back. After beating the Bulls last night, the team will still be without Tobias Harris. He is out due to COVID-19. Flyers in Pittsburgh taking on the Penguins. Puck drop at 7 o'clock. That game will be on WMMR. The Penguins will be without Sidney Crosby. You've heard a lot of football talk today. Charles Davis and Derek Gunn. Those interviews will be podcasted on 97.5thefanatic.com. This update is also brought to you by Lowe's. The holidays are already here at Lowe's. Get pre-lit artificial trees starting at $99. Home to any budget, home to any possibility, while supplies last. Valid now through November 10th. Keep it locked right here on The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
and Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, it's John Kincaid. Once again this year, 97.5 The Fanatic is thrilled to be the flagship radio station and official home of both the Philadelphia 76ers.
He rams it in. He windmills a slam. This game is over.
And the Philadelphia Flyers.
He scores! The power play goal by Claude Giroux.
Stay with us all season long for exciting basketball and hockey action right here on The Fanatic. Thanks for listening, and let's go Sixers and Flyers.
97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. Adam Schefter, every Wednesday morning at 8:10 a.m.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Fletcher Cox was receiving interest around the league. I think what happened is that when Von Miller got traded for a 2 and a 3, the Von Miller deal impacted any potential Fletcher Cox deal to the point where it didn't get done.
Adam Schefter, every Wednesday morning at 8:10 a.m.
Brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
And on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an authorized sports betting partner of the NBA, has an amazing offer for new customers. Bet just $5 on any NBA team to win their game, and if they do, you win $200 in free bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FANATIC. Bet just $5 once again on any NBA team to win their game and win $200 in free bets. That's code FANATIC at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Have you been lied to? Lied to by Washington politicians and the Wall Street propaganda machine? Hi, this is best-selling author Richard Cohen from right here in South Jersey in the Philadelphia area, and I want to give you a free copy of my new book, Crash Proof Wealth. According to Time magazine, Wall Street's retirement plans and 401ks have failed millions of Americans. After seeing the last market crash over 39%, I said, enough. I've discovered a way to grow money potentially double digits, reduce taxes dramatically, and when the next market crash hits, you lose nothing. Call Reliable Financial now to get a free copy of my book and talk to me personally to discover this little-known strategy to get potential double-digit growth during good years and never lose when the next stock market crash hits. Call 1-800-605-9191 to discover this asset that people like Walt Disney and JCPenney used to grow wealthy. And I'll even cover shipping and handling. No credit card required. Call 1-800-605-9191. That's 1-800-605-9191. Again, 1-800-605-9191.
My friend kept complaining about car insurance.
I need affordable insurance to get back on the road. I gotta get to work.
So I played her this song.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO. Pick up the phone, the call is free.
And she was like,
play that again.
1-800-SAFE-AUTO.
Safe Auto believes everyone deserves affordable coverage. In just 3 minutes, you can save big with low down payments on state minimum coverage.
This is my jam.
Play safe, Safe Auto.
Call 1-800-SAFE-AUTO for your quote today.
There's never been a better time to work at Amazon. They are offering sign-on bonuses up to $3,000 and pay up to $23.50 per hour. Many jobs come with great benefits that start on your first day, and Amazon offers a variety of paths for career growth. They have flexible shifts and schedules, and you can start in as little as 7 days, so you'll be earning extra income just in time for the holidays. Go to Amazon.com/apply to get started today. Amazon is proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Our warehouses are team settings. Everyone truly has each other's backs. Together, we're serving customers and playing an important part in the economy and communities. Together, we're building great careers and lives. Just ask the many UPS executives who started right here in our warehouses. UPS is hiring warehouse workers near you, starting at up to $24 per hour after bonuses. Shift your team, shift your pay, shift your life. Apply at upsjobs.com/shift. Make the shift. Make a difference.
Hey, how would you like to see what your custom landscape lighting will look like before it's installed? Hey, it's Mike Miss here for Farron Electric. Right now, you can get a custom landscape lighting design and a pre-installation preview from Farron Electric, so you know what to expect before the shovel hits the ground. Schedule your complimentary consultation with owner Dan Namaro at FarronElectric.com and ask about their no-hassle lifetime warranty on fixtures, bulbs, and transformers. Visit FARRYN Electric.com.
Welcome to Parent Teacher Night. Oh, yes, Miss Garner.
If you have one of those airline credit cards, you're probably not earning double miles on every purchase.
You're right. My card only gets extra miles on some types of purchases.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles everywhere.
Wait, but where can we use them?
You can use Capital One Venture Miles on any travel purchase.
Venture gets an A+.
Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Black Friday starts now at JCPenney. And this Friday through Sunday, shop early and save with thousands of new Black Friday deals while they last. Sparkle everyone's stocking with up to 75% off all fine jewelry. Plus, stock up on Home Expressions bath towels, now only $2.99 each. These deals and many more end Sunday. Happy Black Friday, JCPenney. Offers valid on select items 11/5 to 11/7. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Philadelphia's hometown sportsbook. Bet Rivers is the official sports betting partner of the Philadelphia Flyers. All season long, make your hockey bets with a trusted local team at Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Get started today with a special offer. Use the code 250MATCH to get up to $250 in bonus money on your first deposit. Whether you watch the Flyers game at home or at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino Philadelphia, bet with a winner at BetRivers.com. Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
40 days up to 40 pounds. Say it with me. 40 days up to 40 pounds. That's how much you could lose when you join NJ Diet, because NJ Diet only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds. Now, since NJ Diet is a contractually guaranteed money-back program, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. NJ Diet is 100% tailored to you by using bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off. 40 days up to 40 pounds can be a real thing. Unlike other weight loss systems, NJ Diet is all natural. No shots, no hormones, no prepackaged foods, and no surgery. With offices close by in Princeton, Cherry Hill, and King of Prussia, or from home with live online video consultations. Call them now, 855-5NJ-DIET, or go to NJDiet.com. That's NJDiet.com. 40 days up to 40 pounds. 40 days up to 40 pounds. 40 days up to 40 pounds.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now.
Parks Casino Street Romance Salem. We'll be there tonight. Cuz's Corner. Hanging out. Yeah, baby. We love our Thursday night hangouts at Parks Casino and Sportsbook. We're doing the show live 6 to 7. And we'll go through all the games. The Big Brain on Brad will join us, so we'll do that. Lots of stuff to get to. We love hanging at Parks. So tonight's a great sports night. And great sports nights were made for Parks Casino Sportsbook. Million ways you can play. Whatever these games are tonight, Flyers and Penguins, I do like them tonight. I gotta tell you, not homer and out. I like them tonight. Sixers at Detroit, back-to-back, kind of a tough game, but Detroit stinks. And then you get the football game. You can bet any way you want it. Same game parlays. You could bet all three of those games and parlay it, like money line. You want to do Flyers money line, Sixers money line, maybe Indianapolis -7. Bring the spread down from 10. You could toggle the lines with Parks Casino Sportsbook. Check it out. ParksCasino.com/PA. Use the promo code Fanatic. Get a risk-free bet up to $500. You got to be in PA. You got to be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, 1:30. No, dude, did you know Jen makes the homemade French onion?
Found out during the break.
And she said she does it she comes correct with it too.
All right.
She gives you the white wine, the onions, cooks them down, the Gruyere cheese.
I'm gonna have to try it.
She's gonna bring it in.
I hope so, because I'm telling you, every time I've had a French onion, I've been disappointed.
I think she knows how to do it, dude.
Is there any other stuff? All right, so what's something that looks good that you don't like? Like the French onion
I'll
soup.
give you a perfect example.
All right,
what looks good? An omelet.
Well, they're delicious. You just don't like the egg. It's not that you don't like the taste of it.
No, I've never had. I mean, I don't like. I skeeve the egg, so I don't go near it.
Right.
But when I see like an omelet being
fantastic.
cooked with like the fresh veggies and the scallion and all that stuff, it looks delicious.
Here, I'll give a quick yo.
Because we got a yo.
Give me a yo.
There's a place called Bob's Diner on Ridge Avenue.
Oh yeah, Bob.
Between Manayunk and Roxborough.
Sounds like a nice diner. Bob's Diner.
Best omelets I've ever had in my life.
Really?
It's become almost a weekly trek for Christy and I.
Oh yeah.
There's something that they do where it's the fluffiest thing I've ever had in my life.
Yeah,
I have the bacon and the spinach.
Like, yeah, like that stuff looks good. Like,
oh my God!
But I'm out.
Sauce on it.
Dude. Yeah, I know. I don't do the egg, so. But I get it. It does look like, for me, it looks good that I just am out on. So I feel you on that. One last thing. The postman checks in.
Is that right?
H.A. Winston's. That was a place back in the day that used to have the best French onion soup. You have no idea of the H.A. Winston. I was a kid.
Oh, H.A. I thought you said H.A.
H.A. Winston. It was like 15th Street in Center City. And I remember it was like a treat. My Aunt Cookie and my mother, they would take us.
The H.A.
Winston's. And then that was like the treat. That was like one of those, back in the day joints.
That sounds like, I'm going to look it up right now. H.A. Winston.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet you Uncle Frank knows. Uncle Frank.
Andrew, get ready. Get your trigger finger ready.
Uncle Frank, do you remember H.A. Winston's?
Yes, and there was one. That's strong. Postman's dead on. There was one in Delco somewhere that my wife and I were dating. Yes.
That it was in Center City. Like they used to take us to the one in Center City.
Correct. But it was like a chain, and I agree.
Like an upscale. It was like an upscale chain type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I remember. Yeah, their French onion was dynamite.
When you type in H.A. Winston's French onion soup,
are you serious?
Up. Yeah,
that's the postman. The postman knows stuff. He knows his stuff.
He's on point. Andrew, chicken noodles strong. My young bro from another Mo.
Yeah.
Strong item.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, listen. How can I lend validity to you? You eat cold soup, Bouguet's candy, 58 degrees. What does poor Christy sleep with a damn...
I think she's in on it.
She's a psycho, too. She likes the cold. She did make me put the heat on.
She's the only woman on the planet who likes cold.
She made me put the heat on yesterday so the pipes didn't freeze, so we set it to 60, and we're all good.
My wife keeps it at 72.
Wow, dude, I'd be baking in your house.
Home.
Yeah.
We're at 68. When the girls get home, I go check that mother father's at 72.
Yeah. Yeah, the girls, my wife, she puts it up. Sometimes I caught her at the dead of winter. It's like 74. I'm like, it's out of hand now.
You're on an island.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a violation. Guys, real quick. Marvel Comics put out a new superhero, the Zapper. I think that thinking egg parlay or something.
The Zapper.
The Zapper. So I'm going to go wings and then epic brawls. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Oh, Anthony, I so appreciated your opening remarks, Salvo, yesterday directed the Phillies. It was just, you exuded passion. It was emotional. I
love them. I'm just mad at like the outfield. Like, how could you not get outfield? How could you not build this? It drives you insane.
They're penny wise and dollar. Why throw pennies at Galvis when you can throw good dollars at Solaires? You know?
I know.
Anyway, stay on track, Frank. Stay on track. So wings, you got to go bone wing. A lot more flavor. My girls like wings, but they go boneless because they don't like pick off the bone.
Boneless is a chicken cutlet.
I agree.
That's what it really is. Let's be real here.
They don't want to pick off the bones. Andrew, you were at Saloon 151, right?
Yes.
They have a smoked wing, guys. It glides off the bone. It's outrageous.
Sounds
Andrew,
good.
next time you give me a heads up, please.
All right, I will. I do like that spot. It's a good joint. I was there for an event there once.
Yeah. So, guys, 70s Flyers brawls were outrageous. back then the refs stayed the hell out of the way. So 2 guys would start. Next thing you got 3 different fights going on, and they were epic. And by the time they cleared the ice, there'd be so much blood on the ice, they'd have to come out with like squeegee. Cause I don't know if you remember. No, probably not. Back in the 70s, they'd come out with squeegees to soap up the blood. All right. It was nasty.
Yeah,
look, it's 1 p.m. hour. All right.
All right. Here he is.
Before we went on to the next whatever he was going to go on.
I got you, dude.
Talk to you tomorrow, Frankie.
Andy, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Andy.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, fellas.
How you doing, Andy?
I'm doing great today, thanks. I want to talk a little Spectrum, but I am a soup guy. Everybody knows I'm a soup connoisseur.
Really?
I got a buddy, CL. He's a chef. He makes a tomato basil, real thick, little black cracked pepper, little grilled cheese, a little dip of grilled cheese.
Oh, that sounds outrageous. Yes. That sounds good.
It's soup season, you know?
It is soup season. Does he put pastine in there? A little pastine?
Yeah, he mixes it up a little bit. Sure. It's usually a straight-ahead tomato basil, but he puts the, fresh cracked pepper, a little grilled cheese, It's a nice little light lunch.
Yes. Yeah, delicious.
But, and I have to agree with Andrew. Chicken noodles overrated. It's got to be overrated. I agree.
I think it's hearty. I think it's medicinal.
You don't order. You never eat it unless you're sick.
Exactly.
That's not true.
Who says, I could go for a nice chicken noodle soup today? No, I'm completely healthy.
No, like on a Sunday, it's cold. I don't know.
On a Sunday, I want to go for some wings, man. Watching football. I'm going to have some chicken noodle soup today.
I'm saying if you're home.
I mean, there's so many great soups out there. The only reason why you go to the old Campbell's chicken noodles is when you're not feeling so well.
That's exactly right.
No, but I don't do the can.
Well, you're upscale. You're big timing now.
No. Homemade. You throw the whole chicken. It's cheaper. You throw the whole chicken in there, and you get a big pot.
There you go. I got 2 quick Spectrum stories. One, of course, was the Duke-Kentucky game, which was a classic.
Oh, the best, dude. That's the greatest, Andy.
I'm in the middle of the Kentucky section when Leitner does that step on the chest that,
Yeah.
And at the time, everybody hated Duke and Leitner, but, sometimes those things change over the years. But anyway, at the time, Leitner was like the devil. And when he did that, I swear, I thought the whole section was going to rush the court. And it was kind of crazy, but...
That's awesome. That's a great memory, that game.
That was a good one. It's one of my top 5 attended events.
We were at the Palladium, and my buddy Boo was hawking tickets. He was scalping to get through law school, and we walked from the Palladium to the game, to the Spectrum.
Oh, it's beautiful. When I was real young, I'm just 51 years old, but when I was 4, 5, 6 years old, my father had Flyers seasons, but they were in section 60, and it was the last row, so it was behind the net, and it was all the way up. I mean, when you stood up to tee, you almost hit your head on the cement there.
Yeah.
But and I was laughing earlier when Joanne sent you that message about the passing the J with the thing.
Yeah. Well, and the asphalt.
Back in those days,
yeah.
I tell all my kids, and I say, back in, you guys smoke cigarettes, and it's people were like, it was just a whole different game experience. Guys are yelling curse words. I remember my dad was trying to cover my ears and stuff like that. But we'd leave the game, and then when you're walking across the parking lot, you get the brown bag pretzels, 4 for $1, right in a grocery cart with a little fire underneath, maybe.
There used to be the Acme, where Chickies and Pizzas used to be an Acme, and they would steal the carts off the Acme. And they would come in with the pretzels in the brown bag, and a dude with the dirty fingernails would give you the pretzels. And they were delicious, the pretzels.
Oh, they were great. You eat a couple on the ride home, and then you had a couple the next day. You warm them up.
That's right, brother. Andy, great call, man.
Take my call, brother.
See you, buddy. Did you ever get those pretzels? The guy with the dirty fingernails?
Yeah, I have. And a lot of times it was like we would be driving out and we'd
nice
down the window.
They were like a good pretzel.
Yeah. The other big one, I still grab the water bottle a lot on the way out of the game.
Do you?
Yeah, $1 for what? And then sometimes, because it's post game, they'll give you like a 2 for $1.50
just to get rid of it.
Yeah, which that's fine. I'll grab two water bottles, one for the walk and one for the ride home.
All right.
I appreciate the vendors.
Yeah, well, last night we talked about it. The dudes with the T-shirts, those hucksters, they came in strong with the Ben Simmons, his head in a Johnson. At the top of the Johnson.
Yep.
He had the Ben Simmons face. I mean, you know.
Had the ball chin and everything.
I wasn't even thinking about bet. I was like, wow, what a game. I was all fired up. And then you saw the dudes with the shirts with the Ben, the Ben head, Josh, you're on 97.5 Fanatic. Josh.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's going on, Josh?
Dude, so I'm a young guy. Was at the stadium last night. I'm going every game this season, actually.
Are you serious? That's awesome.
Yeah, every game. It's my first year owning season tickets.
Oh, good for you, brother.
I'm bringing friends. I'm bringing girls. It's a blast.
You're like the mayor now. Look at you.
That's how I feel. I walked in.
baby.
The ushers, they know your name at this point. I mean, come on. It's nice. Dude, the jersey also was beautiful.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. They're not out. They weren't selling them last night. They come out, they told me November 29th. So a couple of weeks, I think I'll pick one up. The question is, who do you wear now? Anyway.
You got to go and be.
Yeah, you got to go. I mean, then again, Matt Curry's earning his stripes as a fan.
No, without a doubt. But, I mean, Joe deserves tons of love. Joe loves the Sixers. Like, he loves being here. He deserves to be the man. Like we gotta show even more devotion towards Embiid.
So you're saying basically because he's the man, you first have to get a Joel jersey, and then you can pick up your periphery, your other favorites.
Amen, brother. That's exactly right, Josh.
Very interesting. Well designed. So this is part of what I wanted. This is what I want to say on this about the team. First of all, I'm watching them closely every game. I think they're very good. I think. I don't think they're a championship team. I think they're very good, and I think they get the piece. They could be a title team. I've watched the players on the other teams just as closely, and you know who I like? I don't know if it's going to happen, but DeRozan would be the right fit in terms of a player pedigree for this team to go to the next level. Especially, he killed them last night, but I'm telling you, that guy is hungry. He's been, he said he was traded off Toronto to San Antonio. Yeah. He's playing with the chip on his shoulder. He's that good defensive scoring 2-3, which is what the hole that they have is now with Danny Green gone.
Here's the thing. I hear you. There's a couple of issues. One, you need a point guard, right? Like you really don't have a point guard. And two, I mean, I think you can get away with space, like, because remember, DeRozan is not a three guy, right? Like, he's a mid-range guy. He scores, he's a scorer, not a shooter. And I like him. And don't get me wrong, Josh, I think you correctly identify one need, but you got to get a point guard. Like, to me, listen, I don't want to keep saying Dame because Dame is a lot, but that's the kind of guy you really, really need. You need a scoring one.
So you have one option in the whole league, and it's Dame. That's the only one you can get. And what's the likelihood? Do you really want to? First of all,
I mean, you do have guys like Murray. I mean, DeJounte Murray. Like, there's a couple other dudes out there. But to your point, I would make it. I would do whatever I could to get him if I could. Again,
to me, the way the team is constructed now, with Simmons off the court, they're fast. They move the ball well, and they're a playoff team. They're gonna meet the Heat in the playoffs, and they're going to meet the Bucks. And the Heat are a small team that are scrappy on the perimeter. DeRozan, that kind of player, can win you that series, can be a difference maker in that series.
Who's your one, though, brother?
You ride with Maxey. And you know what?
He's not a one in the playoffs.
If you lose in the playoffs, you know what? You still have some assets for next year. At least if you're going to do something this year, I'm looking for the small forward shooting guard type player. That's where I think the hole is. I think you can ride with Maxey. And then, you know what? He screws up or the team isn't good enough with him there. You think about something for next year. Or he's a year better.
I'll tell you, listen, I enjoyed the conversation, my man. Josh, you make sure you don't be a stranger. We got to talk ball. All right, baby. Take it easy. That's nice. He's got seasons. He's taking friends. Girls. It's nice. That's a move. Josh is living it.
So, I hate, bringing down your spirits.
Oh, no.
But I'm just seeing this now. because NBA Central just tweeted out, but Chris B. Haynes of Yahoo Sports, you know how he talked about the Dame and the LeBron thing?
Yes.
So Chris Haynes, who does a fantastic job for Yahoo.
What?
He sat down with Dame, and Dame talked about, well, I'll just say it, quote, "If I was to get that championship for Portland, I would cry. Bro, on the spot, I would cry. I want to win a championship here. I don't know how rewarding it would feel for me at this point if I won somewhere else."
Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't think we know that he's not wanting to leave right now. It's going to be they got to be bad, and until he's got to realize that there's no future there.
Yeah, and they just lost to another direct team recently. I don't know.
Memphis, I told you I liked Memphis in that game. Remember?
No, they lost to the Cavs yesterday.
Oh, they lost to the Cavs too.
107-104. They fall to 3-5 on the season.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I mean, it's got to take it. So, like he's saying it now. It's the beginning of the season. Wait till the dog days come and he's traveling city to city, and they're getting their ass kicked, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe he sings a different tune. Look, I know it's not a lock. I know it's a long shot. I realize that. But, I mean, he still represents the perfect fit.
Oh, yeah, he does.
You know? Like, I still think they need a one. You got to get a point guard. Flyers, no, I like the Flyers a lot tonight.
No Crosby, which bums me out because I wanted to see that match.
Yeah, but I could see Flyers tonight. I'm smelling Fly guys win.
And another chance to play? Come on now. Song of the century.
All right. They were getting kicked out, everybody. Thanks for hanging, as always. It's a blast. We'll stay tuned. Mikey Mist, the General T.Y. Johnson, and Jen coming up next. We love you. We'll see you in the morning.
Fanatic Sports Update.
2 games for Philly. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Lowe's. The holidays are already here at Lowe's. Get pre-lit artificial trees starting at $99. Home to any budget, home to any possibility while supplies last. Valid now through November 10th. Sixers and Flyers both in action tonight. Sixers' second game of a back-to-back after they took care of business against the Bulls last night in South Philadelphia. Today, they're in Detroit taking on the Pistons. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. You can listen live right here on The Fanatic. Also at 7, Flyers taking on the Penguins in Pittsburgh. Penguins will be without Sidney Crosby. He's out due to COVID-19. That game will be on WMMR. A lot of football talk on Cuz Radio today. You heard from Charles Davis. He'll be on the call this Sunday for the Eagles-Chargers game. Derek Gunn joined as well. Those interviews can be heard on 97.5thefanatic.com. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all of the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Check out Anthony Gargano every Thursday night from 6 to 7 p.m. for Cuz's Corner, live from the Parx Casino Sportsbook. Anthony takes you around the world of sports and gets you ready for the upcoming games. That's Cuz's Corner. This and every Thursday night, starting at 6, from the Parx Casino Sportsbook and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. The Fanatic's Business of Sports.